Hello, this is Lois back with Disco Elysium. Ah, we are finally on our day 2, and I'm still holding this flashlight. Let's put this away just so we don't look ridiculous. Okey-doke. Let's see, what did we have planned today? Oh, we were going to talk to, the union guys? At least I think it was. I don't think we had anything else to say to her, right?
Oh, hello, dear. There you are again.
Let's see. We're good. Oh my goodness, sorry. I had to sneeze.
Can I help you?
Alright. Sleeping guy is not here. Oh. Anybody in the kitchen? Just the cook. We'll leave him alone too. Alright, let's just go straight into it and talk to these guys. What are you doing here?
Let me handle this.
Oh. Woman says to the crowd in the mess hall before turning to you.
You seem a little different today. Less hospitable.
You are far from home, Lieutenant. This isn't a district known for its love of self-proclaimed militiamen.
You're not a gardener. No, let's talk seriously. I mean no trouble. I'm here to do my day job, that's all. I guess trying to de-escalate would be the thing to do, right?
Not a muscle moves in her face, but her eyes trace yours, stern and perceptive.
You are looking for Titus Hardy, who you think has information on a murder the RCM is investigating. You want to interview him.
He points to the man sitting in the middle of the room. Titus Hardy, okay.
That's Titus. Talk to him. But know this. I'll be keeping an eye on you. No strong arming. Nothing official. The District of Martinez does not recognize your authority to make arrests.
It doesn't matter if you recognize our authority. We will make an arrest if we have to.
She says nothing. Her glare speaks for her. You're sure Easilio mentioned something about a lawyer, Elizabeth someone, but you're too dumb to remember what it was.
Lawyer. So I guess she's the lawyer? What's your role in all this?
Obviously, I'm a lawyer,
Oh.
a legal counselor for the
Elizabeth.
Dock Workers Union. I would urge you to consider what you say to my clients.
Oh, but we don't remember her whole name, I guess. What it is. What if I wanted to talk to you, not Titus?
What you want is of no significance, officer. Don't test your authority. In Martinez, you are no one.
What are you going to do to me? The lieutenant's not satisfied with
What
the
are we
approach.
going to do to you?
He starts laughing. It's a cold laughter devoid of joy.
The union isn't going to do anything to you. It is not a crime syndicate. It is a labor organization.
Uh-huh.
A gruff
Goddamn right it is.
table.
If anything, it is the RCM who do things to people. But
She shakes
we
her head.
digress.
Why are you so aggressive?
Aggressive? You make your living enforcing violence. These people are just dock workers.
So you were spying on us, and now you represent murder suspects. Just dock workers.
Listen, you moral intern lackeys. You're a mob, enforcing the unlawful privatization of Revachol. 20 fat men in the Occident are stealing it all, and you're their bodyguards.
Fuck yeah.
The tall, broad-shouldered man takes a sip of his beer.
So ask what you came to ask, or get back to your commanders.
Okay. World needs a financial buffer zone. No need to get emotional. The privatization is not unlawful. It's cool and funny. Maybe you're just not historic individuals. I don't know where you heard that, but it's wrong. The RCM is principled and strong, unlike you socialists. I like that. Good start. Let's take a step further. Armed uprising. What are the union's plans? I mean, these are all like political statements, right? This is not really relevant. Kind of interested in what they would say to number 4. So
Look, a comedian. Do your job, ask your questions, then get out of Martinez.
okay, well, what is this? There's a bowl. They're spitting it, reeking of tobacco. Gross. What? Your comments are interrupting my observations. Me. Whatever. You see hawthorn bushes outside. Alright, I guess we're talking to this guy. Can't really select anyone else. Ah, I forgot. I can press, I can right click and it shows me all the things I can talk to.
Behind
the window.
the dockworkers, a ceiling height window. The hawthorn branches scrape the glass like bony fingers.
Wint.
There's a little slide panel up there to let some air in. No need to open it in spring. It's still too cold outside.
Huh, mysterious door scene. Wonder if that's talking about the blue door? It's not time yet. Well, it's not time yet. I guess we have to check on the window. Wonder why that's Sylvie.
This is where you say you're a bit.
Broad-shouldered man points at you with a beer can. Huh. You know what? I think he has a different voice actor than in the original. I guess they couldn't get the same person to do all the voices? That makes sense, so that can happen. A broad-shouldered man points at you with a beer can.
He and his men carry themselves like giants. You'll need to prove your mettle to be taken seriously.
Detective.
Lieutenant acknowledges you with a sharp no. He's leaving it to you. Don't say anything yet. First, we need to talk about your attitude. We need to talk about the man hanged out back.
Oh, this is about him.
He looks
A
around.
real looker, that won't.
You sure took your time, huh? Waited
at Titus for
for him to
approval.
get real ripe and pretty for you.
Oh, he was a real pretty boy. Hanging up there, letting out that pretty boy smell.
I can't for the life of me understand why you did it. I
Bends
mean,
his arms.
I would have just left him up there. You must really like cleaning up other people's shit.
You might want to start asking your questions now. It's not going to get better than this.
Do a head count first.
Uh.
Connect these men to the tracks you saw in the yard. Chances are they're going to match.
Scan the room.
Starting from the right. Boot size 44. Blonde man. In his 30s. Overbearingly masculine. Wants the world to know he's a macho man. Tobacco chewing and knuckle cracking. Who else do we have here? Sitting on his right. Standard working boots. Size 45 or 46. Eldest in the room. Probably mid-50s. Smoker. Quiet. Across at the other table. Hobnailed working boots. Size 43. Gang tattoos. Mesk or Sarah Mauritian in his late 30s, early 40s. A symmetric burn on his neck, resembling the letters Loss Loss. Has he tried to burn it off? Leave that life behind? And then, standard working boot. Steel reinforced toes. Size 46. The big dick. Wide at the shoulders and lean at the hips. Rugby cap. Fingerless gloves. And numerous scars. A little under 40. The emblem on his vest says Rowing Club. A little patch below it reads T. Hardy, Captain. In the far corner, standard working boot, steel reinforced toes. Size 44. 40-something. Non-alcoholic beverage in hand. You squint. Is that a plectrum? On his neck. Forget it. It's not important.
What is a plectrum? I'll look that up. Plectrum, a thin, flat piece of plastic, tortoiseshell, or other slightly flexible material held by or worn on the fingers and used to pluck the strings of a musical instrument. A guitar. Oh, it's a guitar pick. Oh. Interesting. On his neck.
Size 41. With the light step. Not a child, after all. An older man with a rat face, mean, watery eyes, and 2 front teeth missing.
Oh, he's just, like, really lean, I guess.
In the middle, heaving and wheezing. Big guy. Boot size 46. Deep marks. Probably carried the victim over. He alone is 130 kilos. Add the man in armor, and you could easily exceed 220. In conclusion,
Makes sense.
these 7 are the actors on the crime scene. The footprints were theirs, but there's a discrepancy.
One of them is missing. The odd soul. Ah, one of the shoes was like worn out.
Exactly. You've stood there for about 4 seconds, not saying anything. Hit them with questions. Where's the 8th Hardy?
Okay.
The
We gotta
fuck is
figure-
with you, fella?
Titus is staring at you with his tilted head. The man hanged in the backyard. Did you do it?
The pretty boy.
He takes a sip from his
You
can.
guys really love talking about that pretty boy.
Funny. But my partner and I have a serious matter to discuss with you.
Lieutenant says without a smile. I've spoken to the dead man in a bizarre occult vision. Why is there a container belt around the dead man's neck?
Container belt, like we use in the harbor?
Yes, why?
Because we took it
He
from
says.
the harbor where we work. Then we went out back and used it to hang him.
As he speaks, his fists contract, going through the pulling motion again, savoring it.
We did this
Looks at you dead in the eye.
together. All of us. Until he was dead. That's why there's a container belt around his neck.
There's a catch hidden somewhere. He didn't confess so that you could take them all away. It's too simple.
That's it. The game's over. We got the perpetrator. Aha, so you confessed to the murder. But there's a catch.
There is no catch. These 7 honest men have all equally come forth to tell you what happened, so that you don't waste any more of your time.
You murdered him just like that, no remorse. How does the bullet in his head factor into this? I wonder what happens if we say this.
Huh?
This behavior makes the surprise go down easier.
There was a bullet in the dead man's brain. Why was it there if you hanged him?
The lieutenant checks his notes.
How the fuck do I know? Anyone could have shot him. Target practice, maybe.
Another sip. He's tight-lipped suddenly.
This line of questioning is over.
The woman steps in before you can
You got
answer.
the cause of death already? Hanging. If there's any post-mortem trauma, it's your problem. This will not turn into a cross-examination.
You murdered him just like that, no remorse.
How many people have you sent to the Shays? Ever felt remorse for them?
Or send them to Reunion to rot. For 20 years. For life.
He says that if it were worse than dying. Yes, but these people are all bad people, criminals, scum of the earth. I'm just doing my job, that's all. What we do is different. We enforce the law. You kill people. Honestly, I drink so much, I can't really remember anyone in behind bars. That's so bad.
Oh, so you are just a simple, well-meaning man, eh?
Just on
Ever
the
been
ground
in
before him.
solitary? Prison is a charter. That's what it is.
So he's hanging a man, slowly, without breaking his neck.
Lieutenant replies dryly. Called the shots last night.
Are you deaf? There will be no singling anyone out. You can't arrest a hardy boy without arresting all hardy boys. Do you think you could do that? Do you think you could arrest them all?
A shadow of a smirk passes her lips. She tilts her head. I don't have to. One of them was more complicit than the other. No, but seriously, who calls those shots around? I mean, I feel like the less we have Elizabeth talk, I think is better. She's the one that's like gonna keep us from doing our job here, I think.
Who do you fucking think does?
He sounds more amused than angry. You do, you give the commands. I thought she did. Big Samuel dominates the herd. I guess against the big one. Bow to the bearded man. Gangs usually run by the oldest, most vulnerable member. Everclear runs the union. You answered him, right? I mean, Titus, right?
That's right, asshole. Titus Hardy runs the Hardy Boys. Ain't that so, fellas?
He looks around for approval.
I think you got your answer, Mr. Law.
Titus grit.
No, you did not get an answer. Titus does administrative work. He pushes paper, fills out forms. The others can't read. But on that night, they all acted as one man.
The others can't read. When did this hanging incident occur?
You don't have to keep answering his questions.
Fixer turns to remind Titus.
I know, Lizzie. Relax.
Takes a sip.
We killed him last Sunday night. Seemed like a good way to end the week.
How long have you known the victim?
Why not? Yap my ear off. I got nothing to hide.
Why did you kill him?
Why?
He hissed through his teeth.
'Cause he was worthless mercenary scum. And he stepped out alive in my town.
So he was a mercenary, that's it?
And he stepped out of line.
Your piece, jaw clamped shut like a vice.
What kind of mercenary?
The kind that shows up when you start a strike. The experienced kind, too. Had Cohoy and Semenine written all over him. Ex-Oranese Special Forces.
Or a knees. Or run.
A live grenade. Right here in our bar.
The man spreads his arms.
I can't prove it. But I know he was sent by the Wild Pines. They hire merc shit like that. Story of every strike from here to Samara.
Hold on, how do you even know he was special forces?
Cause one night he walked straight up to the mic and said, "I'm RNA's goddamn special forces, and I'm gonna fuck you all."
Really?
Yeah, really. Had a gin and tonic up there, sang some RNA's paratrooper song, and said he's gonna fuck everyone.
We couldn't believe it either, but he fucking did. Right there.
He points to the
Like
stage.
some kind of animal.
What did he actually do wrong?
Wrong? He harassed women.
He roars.
Raped one. Harassed workers. Threatened to kill some as a warning.
He wipes spittle from his mouth.
There's slight unease in him suddenly. He regrets mentioning the rape.
To kill us all if we don't open the gates. If we don't let the scabs in. If we don't bend over.
He cracks his knuckles.
And that was before he started coming here.
Yeah, he said it was his favorite joint now. Started coming here every night. Drinking, grabbing girls. Grabbed one of ours mid-karaoke, right there on the stage.
He grabbed someone?
The lieutenant is trying to make sense of this flood of information.
Yeah, this girl's on the mic, a beautiful girl, young. Gets into the second verse of Lover Lake. The fucker grabs her legs, starts screaming, "Show me your cunt! Why don't you show me your cunt?" Then, he gets knocked on the head with a wine bottle, doesn't even fall down.
Shakes his head in disbelief. Was this the same girl who was sexually assaulted?
Aren't you fucking listening? My man is talking to you. He took care of it. They got the girl out before anything else could happen.
Yeah, me and Eugene got her out. Aren't you fucking listening?
He repeats like a parrot. Right? But who did he rape then? This is a very serious allegation.
No,
There's a moment of
you're
silence.
not getting the name. That's a Martinez matter. And I'm not discussing it with you clowns.
There's nothing you can do for now. He's stonewalling you.
No volition. Oof. How did
We
you
hanged him up by his neck until he got real still. Wasn't that obvious, Copper?
Didn't they teach you anything at the cop school, idiot?
The autopsy showed there were no ligature marks. His hands were not tied. Can you explain that?
The lieutenant goes in for the leg sweep. Titus does not see it coming.
We...
Looks even more
Look.
irritated than before.
I'm not gonna play 20 questions with you, Capo. I'll say it again. We killed him.
Yeah, I knocked him out.
The tattooed one speaks
Came
of
up
banging on his
behind
chest.
him and clubbed him in the back of the head. He went down like a sack of sand.
That's right, lawman. And then we hanged the fuck.
He spits through his teeth. Oh, composure, look at this. Strange answer to the tied hands. Mr. Tatsu, what did you use to knock the victim out? When did all this action take place? Alright, let's
My
keep
fucking
talking.
elbow, Copper.
Looks at you straight in the
Samurai
eye.
boxing style.
Where did all this action take place?
Right fucking here.
Spreads his
Eugene
hands.
already told you that the fuck had started coming to our bar.
Yeah, man. Weren't you listening?
Alright, let's check. Oh, we can't check our composure. Let's see if we have any minuses on composure. Let's see. Bonus items. We do have a couple skill points too. This is a red check though. Ooh. Can I get back to this part of the conversation? I think I can, right? 83 is pretty high though. I think we can risk it.
Titus is solid as a rock, and so are a few others. But
Nice. First, tell me who's solid.
Elaine, who looks like he might be Titus's right-hand man, the least antsy of the bunch. Definitely not his first time being questioned by the police. This little rat-faced fellow is solid too. Always fidgety, yes, but no change there. Him neither. Mostly keeps to his tomato juice, or whatever he's got there. Tomato juice? Just tomato juice? A non-alcoholic tomato juice? What's the point of that?
Oh wow, that's hilarious. Who's cracking under the pressure? Oh. This one. He's sweating profusely and has difficulty breathing. They've smartly kept him out of the conversation thus far. He's definitely the weakest link in the chain.
A single sentence would wear him out. He can't take the length of the questioning. Keep it going long enough, and he'll crack.
Nice. Hey, you. Turn to the big guy. You having trouble breathing over there?
No.
He looks up startled, his forehead shining from sweat. A few coiled locks are peeking out from under his warm woolen hat.
Of course he's having trouble breathing. Just look at how fucking fat he is.
The man next to the big guy bursts out laughing.
Fuck off, Shanky.
Big boss steps in.
Angus is a powerful guy. All muscle.
Keep your eye on this powerful guy. Sooner or later, he's going to break like a piece of twig.
Alright, there's something you're not telling me.
And fuck you, too, Copper. Picking on Angus like this. We're done with this schoolyard shit. And just so you know, he doesn't have trouble breathing.
This one is a stone wall. You won't get more out of them about the night of the murder. Not yet.
Not yet, alright. Other questions?
Like what, Copper?
What are we gonna do now? Why don't I just arrest you?
Yeah, lawman.
He takes a step closer as well,
Why
fixing his
don't
ball
you?
cap. Ooh.
Not in the arresting mood?
His mean little eyes come alive with hatred.
A fearful readiness, like an electrical charge, raises hairs in the room. By your side, the lieutenant keeps his hand away from his holster. You hear the nylon of his coat hiss as he steps closer. Easy. Walk back from the provocation. They're armed, and they outnumber us. The lieutenant tries to establish eye contact with you. While the little rat-faced man reaches into his sleeve, there's a knife in there. Some of the others reach for their belts. Their eyes are light.
Oh, okay. So they're armed. We should just, like, yeah, keep tensions down. Easy now, let's just talk.
Wise move.
He leans back against the
You
table.
made the right choice there. Now make another one and get the fuck out of our booth. We're not gonna do this again.
What are we gonna do now?
Nothing. Your investigation here is done. Leave Martinez, go back to your stations where you belong.
I think we're going to stick around, thanks. Some things don't add up here, Titus.
Lieutenant closes his notebook.
I've done this job for long enough to know that people don't just confess to first-degree murder. Even if it is a group responsibility, we're going to look into this.
Good luck with that.
Here comes another
You've
beer.
heard everything a rent-a-cop is gonna hear from us. Real law officials. You're lucky you didn't get a beating.
Week when you first met. Wow, what does that mean? Authority. Okay, pretty low on authority. You still haven't explained the bullet I found in the hangman's head. Maybe we can crack Angus here.
You still on about that bullet?
He pats the back of his
A
head.
bullet in a hangman's head. You're right, Copper. That is mighty curious.
Indeed, mighty. How did it get there?
Lieutenant is fixed on Titus.
Well, there are so many bullets in the world, and so many heads.
He gives you an indulgent look. Sighs deeply.
I guess it's only logical. At some point, one of them bullets had to end up in one of them heads.
It's bound to happen again, you know?
He taps on his right temple.
Just statistically speaking, of course.
I think the hanging was a cover-up for the shoot.
You know what I think?
He raises
I
his
think
finger.
he was shot in the head as a kid, and his brain grew around the bullet.
Around the bullet, man. That's a good
Elaine
one.
pinches the root of his nose. I'm gonna ask you again, why is this in the victim's head?
Wow. He's
Little man
got
leans
it in
into
a
it.
real evidence bag and all.
He leans in to inspect the leaden blossom.
Why don't you go home and log it into evidence? These men have told you what happened.
You guys shoot him.
Shit! I
There's a
probably
sense
did
back.
shoot him. I was drunk last night. You guys know me when I'm drunk.
Yeah, Glenn likes to shoot his guns when he's drunk.
The little guy looks you in the
Better
eye.
hope he stays sober.
No, he meant before he was hanged. Did you shoot him before you hanged him?
Before? After? During?
He spreads her
This
arms.
is getting ridiculous. They told you what happened. Stop wasting your time.
Never been worried in my life, lawman.
Strange reaction to the bullet. Okay, we got a point there. At least it cancels out their other thing. I found 8 sets of footprints, but there's only 7 of you. Where's the 8th? Hardy boy.
What are you talking about, madman? There's no 8th Hardy Boy. There's 7 of us, and we're all here.
He sizes you up.
Or what? You want to be the 8th Hardy Boy? We ain't hiring.
He shakes his head.
Actually, boss, we've been talking and we think she could maybe...
She?
She?
Oh,
So there's an 8th Hardy, and it's a Hardy girl.
who might it be?
Who might it be? Elizabeth? The gardener?
Shut the fuck up, Glenn!
He roars.
I do the talking here. Now what the fuck do you want, cop?
So let me get this straight. There is an 8th Hardy boy. It's a she, and you don't like us talking about her?
That's right. We're not talking about this. This is a private Hardy Boys matter. Nothing to do with your shit. End.
Points at the lieutenant.
You're not cops here. Don't go digging around if you don't want a bullet in the back of your head. I'm watching you.
Good. We are all watching each other. Officer, your question.
Lieutenant adjusts his spectacles.
There's no point in pushing it further, he thinks. This is already a victory. We'll learn more about this 8th Hardy sooner or later.
Ooh, discuss the 8th Hardy. Alright, let's see if we can up our authority here. Might be helpful. Oh, what's this? I
Rigorous
thought.
self-critique. Here it is. Hard facts from the man you are. You once jerked off in the locker room and were caught. You held a young woman by the arm and kept her in your apartment for 20 minutes against her will. That's right. These are not flights of fancy. These are real deeds, Harry, emerging from the darkness of your past. You tried shooting a fleeing suspect in the foot, but hit him in the pelvis, crippling him for life. And, above all, you let life defeat you. All the gifts your parents gave you, all the love and patience of your friends, you drowned in a neurotoxin. You let misery win, and it will keep on winning till you die, or overcome it.
So you die or overcome it. Indent Psych. Red check values heal 1 morale. Vision Motorics. Red check failures heal 1 health. Learning cap for pain threshold raised to 6. Very interesting. Physique. Go back to our thought cabinet. We have some kind of superstar and anti-object task force. Aha. Pain threshold down. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Some kind of superstar still seems unlikely. -2 logic. That's hilarious because we have like literally no logic. Did we read this already? I think we did. Yeah. Some kind of superstar is only an hour and 10 minutes. Pain threshold. I don't know if we need pain threshold right now, so maybe we can try that. It's hard to know how we want to be affected. I mean, logic just doesn't matter ever, so... let's start an anti-object task force, just because, Oh, unlock? Oh, wait. Initialization requirement. Unlock a new slot to research the thought. Oh, so we need to make more space, I guess. Oh, we have to use a skill point. Okay. I want to do that. I do want to do... Let's do anti-object task force, just because it'll take longer. And, some kind of superstar is, I feel like getting through the longer one first will be useful. Alright. Pain threshold is down, but that's okay. So we can talk to, Titus again after we check. Do we have anything that will up our, what's it called? Authority. Alright. No authority checks. Almost thinking maybe we should upgrade
Looks
it.
like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
That's not particularly happy to see. Established authority. It's so low, though. This is a white check. Okay, well, we might as well try it, right? We have 0 authority, though. So bad. Bonus from items. Oh, wait, okay. We're taking negative authority, actually. From our items, okay. I must have missed it. Encyclopedia. Shivers. Ah, our shirt. Let's wear a regular shirt. Drama, sure. Conceptualization suggestion. Yes.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Alright. 32. Still low. Okay, it's still the same percent, but... 3% though? It almost feels like it's not worth the roll on it. I mean, I guess we might as well try it as a white check.
Establish authority.
Oh, we almost made it though.
Yes.
Holy crap.
Authority. Feverish thoughts race through your mind.
Oh, okay. Well, first we gotta make a fool of ourselves. First tell me, you tell me someone's been raped, and then you say, don't say who. That's BS.
Stop shitting your pants. You don't need to know, all right? We took care of it. The law handled it, all right?
He repeats.
Yeah. Aren't you listening? It's done. Finito.
You're not the law, I am the law. I guess we're both the law around here, if you start to think about it.
No, asshole.
Ow.
You're nobody. I'm the law.
Let's not hurt ourselves.
Stop yelling about the goddamn law in my establishment. We get it. You're all the law.
Cafeteria manager interrupts with his voice raised to a squeak.
Let's just all cool off. We had some questions, that's all.
Okay. Lieutenant says, trying to salvage the situation. Oof. No authority. So sad. Okay, we can come back to that for sure. Might need to upgrade. Okay, let's put our cool strip back on for fun. One thing I did want to do is I want to talk to Kim a
Yes?
bit. I want to talk about you.
Me?
Yes, you.
I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation.
We'll work better together if we have more rapport.
That's a fair point. All right, for the good of the investigation, what do you want to know?
Wearing glasses.
That's correct.
That makes him a binoclard. Completely uncocked material, if you say so yourself.
I'm not gonna call them that. Glasses are cool.
Are they? They're mostly just cumbersome.
Kim, you're wearing a Revolutionary Air Brigade jacket, aren't you?
What? These?
He zips up to the large collar.
It's just seasonal clothing.
Those look like airman pants. Good for storing tools in.
Where is this going?
He looks at his pants. You see, Kim, I have this place in my head, points to your head, where I develop new ideas and connection. Don't worry, let's change the subject.
Interesting. I think it's called a brain.
Yes, a brain.
Okay. And something happened in that brain?
Yes, my brain suspects that you have some kind of thing with the Revolutionary Air Brigades. That's all. I just wanted to know you. I just wanted you to know that I have this thing. Keep pointing to your head.
I do not have a thing with Revolutionary Air Brigades in particular.
Just air brigades? Just air brigades then?
Okay, I wanted to become an aerostatic pilot. Then I turned 10 and realized we no longer have an air force.
Oh man. Okay, are you sure the Revolutionary has got nothing to do with this?
Absolutely nothing.
Okay, thank you. My mind is satisfied. Point to your head.
Good.
He glances impatiently at his electronic wristwatch. You don't look like other people around here.
That's because I'm half Seolite, or quarter. My father's father was from Seoul. So was my grandmother, but from my mother's side.
He shakes his
It's not
head.
an interesting topic.
Okay, what is Seoul?
It's a part of the world, officer. A geopolitical entity and a geographic division. I told you it wouldn't be interesting.
You're only making it sound uninteresting. I still want to know more about Seoul.
You're barking up the wrong tree. I don't speak a word of Seolite. I've never met either one of my grandparents, and I've never been to Seoul. I'm a regular Revacholier.
He seems almost proud of these things. Interesting. Okay. Tell me a secret about yourself, Kim.
No.
The lieutenant raises an eyebrow. Why not? Ask
Your
again.
brain sends the signal to your lips, but they refuse the order. Something is paralyzing them. You're pretty sure it has something to do with the lieutenant's eyebrow.
Okay, he's just giving us a look. Okay, I guess
It's
we're not
like
gonna ask.
you're locked down.
What's happening to me?
Something the matter, detective?
What's going on? It's like you're a puppet in his hands.
Legendary failure. we are too powerless to overcome his lifted eyebrow look. Give up. There's nothing you
The
can do.
lieutenant relaxes his eyebrow, and you seem to regain control of yourself.
Oh man. Do you ever talk with yourself?
What do you mean?
You know, when you're thinking, do you ever have like, conversations with like your brain?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
So how do you know? So you're saying your brain never just chimes in without advice or warns you or anything? How do you know?
What? Think? I do most of my work inside my notebook.
The lieutenant produces his small blue notebook and idly thumbs through a few pages. You're super lucid, yet psychedelic. You don't need office supplies to connect to your nervous system. You're special.
That's all for now.
Good. Let's change the subject.
You seem to be following me.
Excuse me?
What if I want to work on this case alone? VD, cramping my style. Nothing, just an observation.
Detective, if I may be frank, you seem to be in a deranged state. You have trouble remembering things. You've misplaced your badge. I cannot let you act in the name of the RCM without supervision until you've regained control of your faculties.
But what if I need some me time?
Some you time?
Lieutenant
This is a
considers this
police
for a moment.
investigation, not a journey of self-discovery. You'll still have your evenings to yourself.
Okay, I'll leave the self-care for non-work
Please
hours.
do. We wouldn't want your regiment to spill over into the investigation.
All right, Kim. Okay, thanks for the chat, dude. Okay, I guess we can head out of here and come back when we have more authority. I guess. Levator, oranje, klasje. There's lots we haven't explored yet. This is gonna be exciting. Alright. I don't know if we can check this right. Actually, we should just check our map. Map? Cargo container door. Does that mean we can redo it? Yeah, it's white, right? These means are closed. These are found white checks. Those on white are available right now. Cafeteria window, can't do that yet. Trash container, don't want to do that. Ice cream maker, we can check on that. Warded door. Warded door. Oh, and then we were supposed to go into the upper area, which I didn't get to yesterday, but I will do that. Okay, what do we want to do first? Cargo container is kind of far away. Sleeping dock worker doesn't exist anymore. Okay, so we can check on the warded door and the ice cream maker. Down, in the back room. Oh, can we talk to the mailbox again?
The dented yellow mailbox.
Oh, we can. I don't want to kick it. No point in that. Oh, hello. There's a new person here. Hello. Oh, my bubble. No, my bubble. You see a sturdy woman humming to herself. She seems to be browsing books. The ship takes off like a silvery mosquito, unfolding its rotor blade arms. She mumbles reading. Then she puts down, the soft cover. Let's leave her be. I want to check this, though. The book says you must attain a Franco-Nigerian body. Sorry, it took me a while to read that word. A good one? Points at the book.
Yes? Hello?
She nods, her attention fully focused on reading. Who are you?
Me?
She
No
looks
one.
up briefly.
I'm just a working class woman.
She doesn't really want to be disturbed that much.
What are you doing?
Looking for something to read.
She reverts attention to a worn out paperback. Good.
It is.
I'm a policeman.
I know you are.
You need help, a policeman?
What with?
Tries hard to focus on the bookstand.
What with? A lot of things. For example, people tend to go missing. Help her by carrying things? Maybe she needs a weightlifter. Maybe she needs you to fight her husband. No, that's not it.
Fight her husband? Maybe she needs a wheel. Let's just keep bothering this lady, I guess. Why not? Maybe your husband is missing?
My husband? No, he's not.
So where could he be?
I don't know. At home now? Out drinking with his friends? Working?
Where is this going, officer?
So what I'm hearing is you don't really know where your husband is.
Yes, but I don't really need to know where my husband is. Not all the time.
He looks around and takes a deep breath, a little annoyed. Wouldn't you like to?
No.
She looks at you straight into the eye. Her right foot is tapping nervously. Uh, I can totally help you find your missing husband. To yourself then. I don't really care if your husband is missing. Maybe you're right. Maybe he isn't missing indeed. Well, I can help you.
Why are we still talking about this? I haven't lost my husband.
Super Casa dude, hello. Thanks for stopping by. This lady, we're bothering her, and I guess we're trying to convince her that her husband is missing. I haven't lost my husband.
Kids are always going missing. Weak, pathetic kids. Always getting themselves killed.
Oh my goodness. Maybe your children is missing. Maybe your cockatoo is missing. Watch your browse books. Maybe your children are missing.
No, absolutely not.
Her words come out quick as gunshots. Okay, so where are they?
Are you a policeman or a nanny?
She's definitely disturbed by now. I police whatever I want. Where are they?
They are not missing, sir.
You know where they are. They're at home.
They just jumped an out. No, we're just randomly asking.
Giving the ladder of vices a chance.
We're just randomly, what's the word? Provoking this lady, I guess. They're at home, right? Smoking cigarettes? Okay, great. Just making sure.
What? That's just... My daughters are perfectly fine. They're with their friends down in Shamrock. There's nothing to worry about. They're almost grown up now anyway. They're past the age they need me protecting them from everything now.
I'm afraid the danger is now greater than ever. Tell me, how old are they?
My youngest girl, Jolie, is just shy of 16. Jenny, she is turning 18 next month. But we shouldn't even be talking about them.
And can you describe me her appearance? Any features that stand out? Something to make identifying a little
Why do you
easier?
need to know this? Haven't I repeatedly told you that they're not missing? That they're in Shamrock, safe and well, at some stupid party?
Did someone say party?
Someone say
use a
party?
Hunt it down.
Hunt down the party? Okay, let's friggin' hunt down the party. It's for the investigation. I'm trying to be professional. You're right. Let's not talk about your daughters. I could do with a party. A killer party. Not a lame-o one.
A killer party? What is it with you and Pulp Staples? My god. Please, no more talk about my daughters. They are fine.
He picks up a book and tries to concentrate. A flock of seabirds pass by. Maybe your cockatoo is missing?
I don't mean to disrespect, sir, but you are being a bit of a cockatoo here.
She called us a cockatoo.
For what it's worth, I agree. But cockatoos can't be stopped when they get ladies.
Oh my gosh.
It's better to indulge him at this point.
What do you mean I'm being a cockatoo?
Nothing. Go read up on them if you're so interested. There's a great book in the bookstore.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe you should. What if the cockatoo is your astral captain? Or your heraldic bird?
That's exactly what I'm gonna do. Thanks for the tip. Get the test.
Wonderful.
We're gonna read about...
The store is open.
We're gonna find our heraldic bird. Watch your browse books.
Her hands move over the book covers. The tips of her fingers look rough, stained with yellow. It seems like she has spent a lot of time at work, smoking. An array of neurons fire up with joy. Bum her a cigarette, lest it turn to pain.
We don't have cigarettes though. Do you smoke?
No, I don't.
I know for a fact that you smoke.
Why do you think that I smoke?
He looks up slightly startled. It's the kind of place where everyone does. I suspect I may possess supernatural abilities. Your hands look like they belong to a heavy smoker. That's
it's
the
not
right
like
answer.
yours look much better.
Just as while eyeing yours. Just give me a cigarette. Oh, what they meant is that we want to ask her for a cigarette. Okay, I see.
She is right. Your hands look even worse than hers, with tiny cuts and gushes covering your skin like a spider web. Your fingertips have become an ugly shade of brown.
Just give me a cigarette, please. I guess we're asking her for
I
one.
already told you, I don't have any. Go bother someone else.
She's lying. She's goddamn lying. She has smokes.
Just give me your cigarettes, okay? Don't lie. You know where I could get a new pack? Okay, thanks, no problem. Should I just keep bugging her? I guess we're already here. We've already come this far.
Sorry, officer.
She stares at you in disbelief. Oh, she's not gonna give us one? Why not? Do you know where I could get a new pack?
From the kiosk?
Oh, we
There's
need to
one near
visit the store.
harbor.
We haven't gone there yet.
Frita. You can look it up.
Okay. Okay,
She
fine.
sighs.
That's all for the moment. I'll let you read.
The woman before you nods and returns to her reading.
Well, that was an entertaining conversation. Let's go find out all about our heraldic bird, I guess. I gotta remember to go to the store later, sell our bottles and find other stuff. Right. I think she might have a white check that we can do, but I don't know if we can do it
Hi,
right now.
Ace Detective. Are you here for more books?
Suggestion. Maybe we need to go upstairs for see if we can find a book about birds.
Shelves filled to the brim.
Not here. Oh, what's this?
A sulfur-crested cockatoo sits on the cover, its beak slightly open. It looks as if the bird is calling out the book title, From A to Zurich, a guide to a well-behaved cockatoo.
Flip through the pages.
Turns out that there are so many different cockatoo species, and they all have behavioral problems.
They all have behavioral problems? I wonder if that's true.
You don't have behavioral problems. That's garbage. You're cool.
I'm cool. Okay.
It's a must-have if you own a cockatoo. I've heard they're quite capricious.
Field guide to cockatoos. We have 92%. Interfacing. Our interfacing is so high. Let's see. Interfacing. Bonus. Do I have any equipment? Interfacing? Interfacing? Nope. Okay, I already got everything on then, I guess. Savoir faire. The yellow gloves give us interface. This is minus. Okay, time to take off the pants so we can steal this book.
A sulfur-crested cockatoo
92.
sits on the cover. Its
I guess it doesn't change much, huh?
slightly open. It looks as if the bird is calling out the book title.
Let's do it.
From A to... You wait for the storekeeper to be distracted. When she's not looking, you haul the tome of cockatoos into your pocket. It's quite a challenge, but eventually, the guide to the cockatoos is yours. Splendid effort.
Woohoo. Okay, let's put our pants back on. Oh, is this savoir faire? I must have looked at the wrong thing. Oh well. Well, we stole a book with our pants off. I guess that's an accomplishment. Let's look at our book. Hello, Alamin. How's it going? A book about different cockatoo species and their behavioral problems. Perhaps it could also offer some insight into your own problematic actions. The spectacular, major, majestic cockatoo eyes you from the cover.
A cockatoo is a parrot with an erectile crest, found on the Seminine Islands and in southern Fas a la Mer. Known for their intelligence and general precociousness, cockatoos are popular birds in aviculture. However, they often exhibit various behavioral issues.
What's going on right now? Let's see. The first thing that we did is that, we talked to some of the, Hardy Boys. They were part of the union, and, they basically told us that they were the ones who hung, the dead man. But we don't have enough authority to get them to talk more. And we can't arrest all of them, because they're all claiming that they did it. So it creates a kind of problem, because, like, since they're a group, if we try to arrest one person, they'll all attack us. And they were armed and everything, so there's not much we could have done. Trying to figure out what's with them. We found a few things. They wouldn't say anything about the bullet that we found in the dead man's head. So, yeah, there's just a lot of missing pieces there. I just heard that a book was stolen without wearing pants. Yes, I took off my pants even though I didn't need to increase my interfacing. But my interfacing was really high, so stealing the book was a breeze. But yeah. And then so we just left the cafeteria area, and we talked to this random lady. She called us a cockatoo, so we're gonna read up on cockatoos to see what she means by it, I guess.
This book talks about the delicate nature
That probably
of
sounds
twos,
really confusing,
as well as
but
introduces
just go
some
with
of the
it.
most popular species among the bird enthusiasts. The funeral cockatoo, the major majestic cockatoo, and the most common bang bang cockatoo. It's colorfully illustrated.
Okay, we're trying to figure out which cockatoo we are. Did we get our gun back? We haven't yet, but we did find a clue with it. When we went to the pawn shop, the guy mentioned that we actually sold it to him. and another person bought it. It was a female, and we think it might be Kuno-esque who bought it, but it could have been someone else. But we're gonna look into that today. Let's see. All right, what problems do these birds have?
Where to even begin? All cockatoos are known for their needy natures, requiring attention for at least 2 full hours a day. They love to talk and have been described as lovable clowns who just don't know how to wrap up.
You can handle that. It would be nice to have someone to talk to when feeling lonely. If you ever want a chatting companion, I want someone who knows how to listen.
Pet owners also report moodiness, loudness, and hostility as recurring issues. If left unsatisfied, cockatoos may scream non-stop, pluck their feathers, or become aggressive.
Alright, that's pretty bad. Anything
It is
else?
not recommended to get a cockatoo if you're not able to cook them food every day and give them the full care that they need. These birds will never understand that you have a life of your own.
Wow, that's actually very interesting. You know what? We just started our day, so I'm thinking maybe we can leave book reading for later, like maybe the end of the day. Alright, let's finish looking back in here, because I know there's one thing we missed. Which is, find the person that we talked through in the furnace. She said go up the stairs, and I missed that direction last time. Let's go to those stairs. Oh, Kim is here saying something.
It's dark.
Oh, Lieutenant stays with obvious. I need my flashlight.
And the flat.
Thank you, sir, for reminding me. And okay, I did put my pants back on. Thank goodness I did not forget my pants. So I think it was this way, right? Oh, wait, yeah, this is the corner we didn't explore, I think. Oh, we found something here. I remember that we found something on the shelf there, but this is what we did not go up. Oh, there's someone here. Okay. This tray's full of dice. Colorful polyhedral dice, hundreds of them. The candy dispenser has been repurposed to contain thousands of dice. Oh, nice. Hello.
Hello, I'm Nia.
A novelty dice maker. A bird-like woman sits on a throne of tools with emerald light shining through her hair.
Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been listening to my Milius.
She taps on her headphones.
So what kind of die are you looking for?
She's got a direct view to the backyard. You should interrogate her about the Legion.
Very nice. Hold on, what do you mean by Milius?
Yes, Amelia is like a call-in station. You need a two-way radio to access one. That's why I have these.
She passed the headphones on the table.
Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages. But some of the stations can be quite interesting. I was so absorbed, I must have missed you knocking.
You must have confused me with someone else. I haven't knocked on your window.
Then how did you get inside? By the south entrance?
She blinks.
You know what? It doesn't even matter. What matters is that you're finally here. Let's talk dice. Did you have something specific in mind?
Why are you asking me about dice?
I'm a novelty dice maker.
She says.
Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you need. That's why you're here, yes?
That's pretty cool.
As she speaks, her bone-like fingers fiddle with a ring. Her bones light, but her hands strong. Role-playing games? You know the one made by Fortress Accident. Does that count?
Yeah, we saw in the shed with like the graph and the call-in radio things and stuff. Sure, I like role-playing games. I need some dice. Maybe. I'm not really sure why I'm here, honestly. No, I was looking for something else. Squint your eyes mysteriously. Answers. I'm not interested in buying dice right now. I'm a loser. I need to. Let's buy some dice. Let's
very good.
Frickin'
My
buy some
rate
dice.
is 10 real per set. Unless you want something really unusual.
$10?
Take a look around
But
and
I'm
see
poor.
if there's any particular stone you want to use.
The walls around her are covered with rows of precious stones and materials. How did you become a dice
How
maker?
did I become one? It was a business decision. I was a regular jeweler at first, but that's an unfocused field. with too much competition.
Played Detroit Become Human? I have actually, yeah. I did play that one. I thought it was pretty fun.
Some of my
I did
friends were
enjoy my
role
time with it.
players. They asked me to make some polyhedral dice out of cobalt. That was my first order. I grew it from there.
You like it a lot? Nice. Do you like role-playing games yourself?
Not especially. I like working with rare materials and a steady pay. And role players as customers? They're nice people.
Okay, I'd like to order a die from you. I don't want to say that yet. What do you know about the man who was lynched behind the whirling rags?
Nothing really. I didn't know him.
The lieutenant looks at his notebook, then the woman under the large window.
I love games that decision matters and story changes. Yeah, for sure. It's very interesting. It's kind of funny, but like I'm kind of having a hard time. Like, I feel like the stats on this guy doesn't match like my personality, and I have a hard time like trying to fit my choices into like his strengths and stuff. Like, cause he's like the buff, like dumb as a rock dude, but I don't really want to smash stuff. So
Your window looks directly onto the courtyard. You're saying you didn't see or hear anything unusual last Sunday evening?
but I'm trying to remember to like click silly things, 'cause, you know, just have fun with it,
I'm
right?
sorry, detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my window.
What do you mean by the daily ruckus?
Well, there's always something going on in the Whirling's backyard.
He stops to try and come up with an example.
During daytime, there are usually those kids. And lately, I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers hanging about. Must be because of the strike. But I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid.
So look at the window, pale lights come in. You never took your eyes off the work to look out the window.
I might have.
Yeah,
but
Mitch.
in this case, all I would have seen is my own reflection staring back from the darkness. It's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark
That's fair.
outside. Besides, I rarely get up to look out the window when I'm in the zone.
This person values focus above all. She keeps her sharp sight on the instruments before her.
You have to work Sunday nights?
It's an odd profession, making dice for people. But I like it, and I prefer doing this to sitting at home.
I see.
She nods.
Thank you.
Anything else, officer?
Where are we anyway? What is this place?
We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know.
She looks at the ruddy bricks that make up the walls. Even though they've been repainted, there are still signs of coal black soot here.
But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides, I don't really have to pay any rent here, so that's a plus.
Yeah, this space is kind of cool.
Creative.
Lieutenant looks around the spacious room and ceiling fading into the shadows above.
When she arrived here, there was no room anywhere else. She must have known the other businesses.
Oh. I heard this place is cursed. Did you know that the people called it the doomed commercial area?
I've heard the stories, but I don't think those stories are true.
She nods as the wind howls from the furnace shaft above. Wait, how do you explain what happened to those other companies then? Plaisance is the one who sent me. She convinced that the place is swarming with malicious energy.
It's just capitalism. We
He
only
shrugs.
hear about tales of success, so it's often surprising to realize how many ventures actually fail.
That's true. It's like social media. You only hear about it when people are lucky. Or do nice things, right?
Plaisance, the bookshop lady?
Raises her
I've
brows.
heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energies spared her somehow?
Actually, the bookstore isn't doing that well. There are hardly any customers and a chance to exploit her own daughter to keep the company going. The curse is just biding its time before it strikes again. Sooner or later, everything will fail, even her. I don't know why the bookstore hasn't gone bankrupt yet. That's what I'm here to do. I mean, I guess the first one's true, right?
Right. But it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the whirling in rags? Some people say it's part of the building complex.
But it's still a separate building. The malicious energies can't reach there. Only isn't doing wearing either. Its wages just took off and customers have trouble paying bills. The whirling is part of the Doom commercial area?
You could say so. Both houses were built at the same time and under the East of the Commerce Central project.
I mean, I don't feel like it's cursed.
And then there is me.
Besides looking at our messy work table, all kinds of tools lie there scattered, from knives to carving files to wire cutters.
I've been here for 14 years, selling novelty dice to role-playing enthusiasts. Not exactly a million-real business idea, yet somehow I've survived despite the talk of malicious energies. Strange, isn't it?
It's because she's in cahoots with the demons.
She's in cahoots with the demons. Pleasant things, it's because you're the source of it, a malignant entity. It's because you're competent and dedicated to your craft. The curse doesn't affect people like you. Ha 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 ha. The curse will get to you. Have no doubt about it. It just doesn't care about earthly time frames. I'll be the first to admit there are many inconsistencies in this so-called curse. One or four. I wonder what she would say to one, though.
Malignant entity? What does that even mean?
The dice maker laughs.
Some kind of sorceress? What about you, officer? Do you think I'm the malignant entity?
The jig is up. The she-demon knows you've uncovered her true identity.
Oh my goodness. I still think it might be you that's causing this. Narrow your eyes. Very mysteriously. Is she evil? I mean, we could try. We don't know, right? That's the thing. And our half-light part of our brain is telling us that she is. I'm starting to see that there's no curse, only business decisions and natural market fluctuation. I mean, do we want to accuse her of being a demon lady? I don't think so.
Exactly.
She pinches the root of her nose.
Always so disappointingly mundane and boring.
Darn it. She's not a demon lady.
I'm glad we got this sorted out. Anything else I can help you with today?
Oh, shivers. You know what happened to the other tenants? Everyone else is
More
gone.
or less. Are you interested
Just the
in
yellow
anyone
scarf that covers her
specific?
hair.
Rats scuttle in the dark rooms under the abandoned blow dryers and dusty mannequins. Cobwebs cover rotors and radio computers alike. So much failure.
Ah. These are like all the things we found in the, while we were exploring the back rooms. There used to be a hair salon here, right?
Yes, I think it was called Androgynous Orlando or something similar. They weren't a big hit around here. Turns out that working class men don't like genderless haircuts. They're scared of that word.
You wouldn't like it either. The others would laugh at you. It's not about the haircut. It's about the confidence.
What's wrong with a bit of experimenting? The customers should have been more open-minded. I would never let anyone androgynous touch my hair. Not even if my life depended on it. I guess I'm a simple man. I don't really have any opinions on hairstyles. What's wrong with a bit of experimenting, huh?
I guess it just wasn't the time yet.
Takes a strand of her hair under her headscarf. What happened to the gym?
It wasn't merely a gym, it was Artemitep's boxing club. A community project created to steer at-risk youth away from drugs and crime.
Oh, who is Artemitep? Is that what she said? Maybe that's what Kuna needs. A community-centered boxing club. How did that community project work out?
A kind man from Zemsk. I heard he had some trouble with the law when he was younger, and that's why he wanted to start the gym, as his way of giving back.
Oh, that's sad that it didn't work out, I guess.
Kuno. Who's Kuno?
Her eyes narrow in the dim light. He's sort of the king around here. He's a little ginger gremlin who likes to defile dead bodies. Indeed, who is Kuno? Well, he's not the king, so I guess we're going with number 2.
You mean the kid with the sailor's mouth? Yes, I've heard him yelling profanities in the backyard.
He looks out the window. It's oddly quiet there at the moment.
I think it would take more than a gym to help that kid.
Not true, though. He takes hard drugs, so... yeah. How did that community project work out?
It didn't. If anything, it made the youth situation in Martinez even worse.
Oh, gosh.
At some point, someone started a rumor that the punching bag downstairs was full of amphetamines.
I love your change of voices. Thank you. Sometimes You just gotta put a little
should have
oomph
known
into it. Should have known it.
Eventually, the coalition took away the funding and the club went bankrupt. This was a few years ago. It's gotten much more peaceful around the plaza ever since.
That's too bad. What's up with the broken windows?
Oh, this one's a mess. There used to be a company that promised to repair windows 24 hours a day. What could go wrong with this one, right? Turns out, the business was actually set up as a front for an illicit group that was producing snuff milias. Who would have guessed?
Snuff milias?
And they never cleaned up the debris either. Now it's just littering the hallway and I have no idea how to get rid of it on my own.
Cool. Very cool about the debris. But what's a snuff milieu? Tell me about those windows. I'm not even going to ask about that milieu.
It's a sub-rosa radio station that broadcasts real murders with real victims. Some people pay good money to get off on it.
What?
What does she mean, to get off on it?
Don't worry, the ICP has a separate division that deals exclusively with unlicensed sub-roses. This isn't our problem.
Interesting.
Good luck with that. It's not easy catching those perpetrators.
Then she lost the thought though. Oh, that's crazy. Did anyone make stuffed animals? I saw mounts laying around.
You mean Mr. Fabron, the taxidermist?
No, mostly just did drugs. Cool.
But what
Very
drugs
cool.
exactly?
I need to know what drugs he was doing for my police report.
He got high on some weird taxidermy chemicals.
Taxidermy
I
chemicals?
wouldn't recommend it to anyone. Eventually, they caused him to lose control of his bladder.
That's
the smell
gross.
was awful.
Even you can probably do better than that.
That's gross.
There
Anyways.
used to be a fashion atelier here, but I have forgotten the head designer's name. They were doing well for a couple of years, until the insect rights activists came.
Insect rights activists? What in the name of?
The atelier produced a certain collection that used chitin among the materials.
Chitin?
Apparently chitin is made in the Occident, where it's extracted from beetle wings. And you know how all kinds of political movements are big in the Occident. The activists shut down the biggest chitin supplier, which of course caused the price to skyrocket.
Interesting.
And, naturally, all the most fashionable tastemakers refused to be seen in chitin from then on. The atelier went bankrupt before they could finish the collection.
I'm glad that someone took care of the little guys. I like insects. But insects don't even have any brains or feelings. They got what they deserve. Making clothes out of beetle wings is a terrible idea. I like insects, I guess.
Really?
He looks at the windowsill where a dead fly is lying on its back, curled up into a bow tie. Anyway. What an interesting reaction. What's with the rotor blades and ski?
They were made by a company called Slipstream. After they pivoted from making rotor blades to skis, their chief executive took off on a vacation with all their money.
You rest your chin on your hand with an impish smile. This is so interesting. Like, the fact that they wrote all this, and it's just like, it's just a little comment in like one conversation. The world is so, like, so vast and rich. It's so interesting just to hear all these stories of these things, even if it doesn't really have any relevance on
Honestly, I think
the
it's
murder
quite funny.
or anything.
I think he's still sending out holiday transmissions from Tulula or Tiumotiri or Hashtkor or wherever he is.
Interesting. What do these transmissions say? That's illegal. Running off with this company's money like that. Why hasn't he been arrested?
The usual, I imagine. That he's been thinking up all kinds of new business plans and can't wait to get started on them just as soon as he returns.
That's terrible. Her smile widens before she sees the lieutenant's face behind her.
Men like that are a curse.
Lieutenant is stern.
Sure, but Slipstream is history now. All their remaining assets got seized by the bailiffs in 47. I have no idea why those skis and blades are still lying around in the house. Not much use now, I guess.
Seems similar to playing Fallout with zero intelligence with this unique dialogue. Yeah, it's interesting how
Maybe you could make a sword out of one. No, wait, forget it. It would take too long.
yeah, because other playthroughs I saw, no one really had high Shivers because they would have high intellect and psyche categories. So hearing what Shivers has to say has been really interesting. Physical instrument, he's just like a machoist, so it's like meh. But like interfacing has been really helpful sometimes because we get to do cool things like steal books. um, so yeah, different stats. Very it's been very interesting seeing the differences. I found a strange machine. We
Fortress
did.
Accident, the radio game studio.
She closes her eyes as some remnant of her memory lights up her face. I definitely want to hear about Fortress Accident.
They were an interesting bunch. We talked about role-playing systems every now and then. Once, I even saw two of them get into fisticuffs over Wiro.
Fisticuffs?
They certainly took their work very seriously, even if they seemed to be chronically liberal with their schedules.
What do you mean liberal?
The usual. They ran out of money and couldn't get the project done on time.
What went wrong?
Well, I did hear them talking at times.
She looks in the hallway as if she can still hear them in the chit-chat behind her curtains on a cigarette break. Can I change my stats? Not in the game. So, like, when you start out, like, if you start a new game, you can pick, what strengths you want to do. But as I level up, I can allocate skill points to whatever of these, stats that I want. One crazy thing, though, is that if you take drugs, you can increase, any of these to help you, like, pass things. So, oh, I can't access my inventory right now, but, like, I have a thought thing that says if I... Yeah. Speed. So if I take speed, woohoo, it gives me 1 psyche. So everything in my psyche category will go up by 1 if I take speed. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Don't do drugs, kids. She looks at the hallway. Okay, I read that part. Let's
They
go.
seemed to believe they were historical individuals on some grand quest.
From what I've seen so far of the project, look quite impressive. Yeah, it was really cool.
Yes, but when the money started to run out, they just began to complain a lot about capitalism. You know, how the markets are rigged to keep out new businesses and so on. In the end, they just didn't get it done. They didn't have enough willpower to produce something truly historic, and to show up to work on time.
Yeah, their idea was really, really cool. It's unfortunate that they didn't get to finish it.
Showing up to work on time is hard. No, scratch that. Showing up to work at all is difficult, especially if you've been drinking.
Well, showing up to work on time is incredibly hard. That's too bad. I would have supported them. The project looked great. You're right, they should have just tried harder. They had everything they needed to... This just makes me sound like a loser. Don't do drugs, kids, after saying it's cool. Anyways.
Not the wisest decision. You would have lost all your savings.
Tosses a pair of dice on the table. One of them stops near the edge of the metallic desk.
The result is 1 on a 20-sided die.
Oof.
Anything else?
There's a terrifying taxidermied bear in the cellar.
Oh boy, the fabled Revo Show ICT. You're in for a treat here.
She smiles and leans closer, hands on her knees, like a stand-up comedian ready to tell a story.
The place was owned by 2 guys who had some rather innovative ideas about marketing. The bear was one of them. Now ask me about their other ideas.
Alright, what about their other ideas?
There was really just one. And it involved picking out the prettiest girls in the neighborhood and paying them 20 cents per hour to man the booth. And by man the booth, I mean slump behind the counter with a face that could maim you if you ever dared to disturb their bored magazine browsing.
He leans back, disapproving. What do they expect? 20 cents per hour is dog's pay. I'm surprised they showed up to work at all. Doesn't Ward win any idea? How else do you choose people around you?
Oh, but they did. They did show up to work, and not alone. There were also acne-ridden girlfriends and gorilla-like boyfriends loitering near the ice cream stand.
Interesting.
And they already had the bear.
You close your eyes as if remembering something painful. What about the bear? Or what about the bear?
The bear.
She repeats, pressing the thumbs into her temples like trying to suppress a headache. It didn't work out?
Of course not. The bear was terrifying. No one wants ice cream guarded by a hostile
Why not? The
apex
bear's cool.
predator. To make matters worse, the fridge didn't work too well
Oh.
either, and half the ice cream came out malformed and partially melted.
Darn.
Eventually, Ravishell Ice City lost the price war to its rival, Glacé 5000. Glacé 5000 sold caramel sundaes for only 5 cents apiece, out of regular fridges.
Nod solemnly. The market's doing its job. I'm sure the bear was doing its best. The bear was scary. Every time I saw the bear, I felt scared. Like it come alive at any moment now. I killed the bear. I did kill the bear.
You did what?
She rolls her swivel chair an inch closer to Jill, unsure whether she heard you right. I had to kill the bear. To become the bear. I murdered it. With my own bare hands, I laid it to rest. It's my trophy now. I unplugged the fridge to help Ravishell Ice City cut their losses. This was my reason for unplugging the bear. Should we become the bear, or should it be the bear be our trophy? I had to kill the bear. Nah, I like the second one. It's my trophy
Really?
now.
You broke it. What a shame. It was a terrifying beast, but I was fond of it.
I didn't break it though. That's not what I meant.
The taxidermist who made
Darn.
it said it was his vision beast. He said he met his vision beast while high on desiccants. He called it Megatherium.
Megatherium.
Scary, but cool.
Megatherium?
Megatherium. A
Not the dice
mega
maker.
wild beast.
What's a mega wild beast?
It's an imaginary beast that guides you through life by telling you to do more drugs, mostly.
A wise and noble beast, guiding you toward the land where the streets are paved
With drugs. I don't do drugs. I do drugs. I've got a vision beast myself. I don't have a comment on drugs. Well, I mean, I don't remember doing drugs, but I must have done drugs considering my very sick complexion.
Do you? Well,
Don't do drugs,
good luck
kids.
keeping it
Yes.
under control.
That's my reason ever. Well, good luck keeping it under control. Thank you.
Anyway, now you know the story of the fallen ice cream empire.
He seems almost sad finishing the story. Some dust beams swirl in the morning light. Her eyes follow it idly.
little sparkling embers under the window.
I feel sad that I told her that I broke the bear. That's not what I
Outside
meant.
it's light. Light scatters from the low-hanging cloud cover. There's always the threat of snow.
This game turns out to be one big dare campaign.
Anything else? Another failed business, perhaps? I've been here for a long time.
We did mess with the intercom a lot.
Oh, right.
Grabs her
I hope you
forehead.
didn't try to ring me.
Her scarf has left a faint line on her dusty skin.
I think none of those doorbells work, including mine. I'm still in the middle of connecting the wires. Sorry about the confusion.
Let's see. Are you telling me that the doorbell with the empty name card was yours?
That's right. I haven't even written my
Oh.
name there. As I said, it's quite useless right now. It doesn't work yet.
Okay, it's still broken. I was wondering about the whirling rags. Is it part of the same building complex?
You could say so. Both houses were built at the same time and under the East Delta Commerce Center project. That explains why you can call the whirling from the intercom, albeit I doubt that anyone responds.
If the whirling is part of the same building, then it's part of the Dune commercial area. The darkness of this place is there, too.
I saw a name East Delta Pinball on the doorbell.
Right. It used to be a gaming arcade. This is an ancient failure, before my time. I'm not surprised, however. My advice,
She raises her
don't
finger.
base your business on a fad. Hypnotism, floriography, trick track, especially pinball.
Pinball?
Agreed. Pinball is the worst.
Pinball's the worst. How rude. A strange thing happened when I tried calling a company named Slipstream SCA. Someone answered.
It can't be true. They don't work here anymore. They've been gone for years.
It looks like she doesn't really believe you.
Are you sure it was Slipstream SCA? Was it a woman? Maybe it was Plaisance from the bookstore.
She said, first it wasn't Plaisance. I know her and I would have recognized her voice.
Oh, right. But did this person say anything?
She still sounds skeptical. She said she wanted Tricentennial Electrics.
Tricentennial Electrics?
There's a moment before she recognizes.
It used to be a major electric
100 years ago.
100 years ago. Are you sure it wasn't just some kids playing a prank on you?
Wow, that's fascinating. That recorded message is 100 years old.
Whatever happened, keep your cool. It's probably better to admit that it was a harmless prank.
You're right. I probably just got made fun of. No, it was something else, something eerie. Whatever you do, keep your cool. It's probably better to admit that it was a harmless prank. I mean, I want to keep going with this, and I feel like we have high enough composure to handle any pressure we go under, right?
Pranks can be eerie.
It looks like she's still convinced there's nothing to be worried about.
The kids these days. We were just one of them, and now they're terrorizing us. No solidarity.
Oh, okay. So we can mention to her that it was a recording. Actually, the Slipstream CA mystery might be a recording. I called again later and got exactly the same message.
Why would Slipstream SCA have 100-year-old recording as their doorbell message? Doesn't make any sense.
That's so fascinating.
I'm still convinced it was nothing more than some elaborate prank.
My money is on electrical anomaly. I've heard of these, especially in an old building like this.
Very interesting. Wow, if I ever play this game again, I want to come across this conversation again, because I wonder if I had different stats, I would have different options to explore that more.
Sure, okay. I'm listening.
And more questions about the intercom.
I'm pretty sure it still doesn't work.
Okay, so it's the same options.
I'm listening.
I had other questions.
I hope it clarified things a bit.
Okay.
What else?
Shivers. The same thing, right? Yeah.
Good. I hope it clarified things a bit.
Let's see what she says about the die.
Tell me what you have in mind.
Do you know the Whirl Untethered setting? I want to die for that. Do you have any cursed dice? Tell me about your most extraordinary dice. I don't exactly know what die I want. Just a normal die for me, please. I'm very regular. Looking for something to help me with my work. Let's go with the first one.
Ah, yes. Fortress accident.
It's
too bad they never finished their game. The Whirl Untethered die is a variation of a standard role-playing die. Only, instead of plants, it uses motifs of ice and death. And loss, of course.
Interesting.
I'm thinking something made from alligator jawbone, cast in black resin. The reptile bone is as white as ice, and dead as, well, death. For 7 real, I could have it ready in 8 hours.
Oh, that's sick. $7 though. I wonder if we can find enough money. Have you ever talked to the novelty dice maker? Have you ever talked to the novelty dice maker on drugs? No, this is our first time talking to her, and unfortunately I haven't been able to come across a lot of drugs yet, so I haven't like picked up any, except for like one thing. I think the one thing we have only raises our psyche. Yeah, but yeah, I think that's it. Let's see. It's a deal. Order the die. Maybe I should get a different one. Why do you need to cast it in resin? What's the standard role-playing die?
It's an icositetrahedron, a 24-sided die that can produce results for 2-sided, 3-sided, 4-sided, 6-sided, and 12-sided die with a single roll. Technically, you can also use it for many other sizes, but you may need to reroll results.
Oh.
Untreated bone is porous and prone to chipping. Cast it in something hard like resin though, and voila, it's perfect. Maybe you have some other ideas for dice?
I want to hear about all your dice. This is very cool.
What do you mean by cursed?
As cursed as this commercial. As cursed as my life. Abracadabra, perish like this world.
All right.
Abracadabra.
How about I surprise you? Come back in 8 hours with 7 real, and I'll give you your cursed die.
Oh, okay. So still $7.
Maybe you have some other ideas for die?
Tell me about your most extraordinary
A
die.
star that fell from the firmament? Those cost more than 7 real. Are you sure?
Gotcha. So probably not enough to change the dialogue options. Yeah. That's the thing. I feel like at 1 point is not going to change too much, so especially because it's very low. A star that fell from the firmament. Yes, I'm a star myself, a superstar, and superstars don't care about money. I mean, sure.
Yes, you definitely have the proper attitude. How about a pair of 100-sided dice? Made of ivory and
100?
inlaid with lodestone, a naturally occurring magnet to complement your magnetic personality.
100-sided?
10 real, and I can get these ready in 8 hours.
This sounds amazing. 10 real. It's not even that much more expensive. I kind of want to get it. But do magnetic dice even roll properly?
It's true. Magnetic dice are definitely different. When rolled together, the magnetic fields of the pips interact with each other to push and pull on each other as they're rolled, just like all magnetic personalities do.
It would just be a marble. That's true.
Maybe you have some other ideas for dice?
I wonder
How
what...
about an amber die?
Amber, a poor man's gold?
Who told you amber was cheap? It's beautiful, really, and has been treasured since the ancient times. For 7 real, I'll craft you a 13-sided die from a piece of amber with a fossilized insect. It's perfect for those who can't seem to let go of their past.
That sounds like me.
I had a feeling.
She smiles but says nothing. Huh.
Maybe you have some a normal die? I'm a novelty dice maker. I don't make normal dice.
What do you do then?
Polyhedral dice. Dice that have more than 4 sides. Octahedrons, trapezohedrons, dodecahedrons. But also barrel dice and teetotum bowls. Come on now. Be a little creative.
Okay, I'm looking for something to help with my work.
I think I have just the right one for you.
She opens the top drawer of her work desk and takes something out. 2 polyhedrons, red and blue, are cradled in her palm.
Police colors.
Oh. I don't get it. Because I'm a police officer, right?
Not the most original, I know.
No, I was
But
almost
sometimes
apologizing.
the obvious choice is obvious because it's best. Here, catch. They're a gift from me.
Oh, free dice. Hand-eye coordination.
Mr.
Oh,
Smooth
yeah.
Moves.
Mr.
You snatch
Smooth
the
moves.
dice out of the air with one hand, just like you're in a movie.
Wink at the dice maker. Say nothing. Act like you've done this 1,000 times. Play it cool.
What are the odds?
The dice maker gives you a warm smile.
Is made of bloodstone with a lapis lazuli inlay, and the blue one is the inverse. Think of them as your lucky charm, officer.
She smiled at you. She smiled. You truly are Mr. Smooth Moves.
I'm Mr. Smooth Moves.
You definitely need luck in Martinez. Was there anything else?
Okay. Well, we got dice for free. That's pretty cool. I totally want to look at these. Yeah, this is our only thing. Plus 1 psyche. So we might need to use that if, I guess... Maybe I should use that to raise my authority. For later. Nice. Okay. Dice. Ooh. Sirens. These 2 20-sided dice have the colors of a police alarm. Bloodstone for red and lapis lazuli for blue. If you roll them and squint your eyes, it looks like you're arriving on the scene, and it's raining. Note: look at the map tab in the journal to see which way checks you. Wait, what? Why is it telling us to look at our checks? Novelty dice. Oh, maybe if we didn't have the map, the dice would be doing something, but... Oh well. Okay, that's cool. Oh, maybe if you get the dice, because these show up because we have the map, But maybe if you have the dice, it will just show the task list. Or like the white checklist. Even though we don't have the map. Ah, that's cool. Okay. Oh man, I guess since we got free dice, which was awesome. Oh, hold on, Roderick. Let me finish my thought really quick. I guess since we got free dice, maybe we don't have to spend money to buy dice. Because money is hard to come by, and we only have 18 bucks in our name. I think we should save it. Well, at least. Look around. Who, me?
Yes, you. Word on the street is you're ready to start building communism again.
Communism? Again? How come there's word on the street?
You keep saying things like, down with the bourgeoisie, eat the rich, sodomize the landowners, impale all people who have more than 25 real in their pocket, literally murder all human beings regardless of their political beliefs. That kind of stuff.
Have I said any of those things? I don't think so. I mean, I've said some mildly left-wing things, I guess. I don't even remember, but none of those.
Oh yes, the mask of ambivalence. Don't deny it. You're about to rip it off and reveal the monstrous seven-eyed lamb of global communism that would devour and masticate mankind.
Why you gotta be so violent?
Everyone can see that. So tell me, do you have any questions before we fire up the big communism builder? Or do we get right down to it?
Wait, what is this communism even about?
Failure. It's about failure.
Failure?
Yes, abject failure. Total, irreversible defeat on all fronts. Absolutely vanquished, beaten, curb-stomped and pissed on. Until you came along. You will reverse the fortune of the workers of the world. You alone, against every living thing, against every human alive. 800 trillion real in the hands of an impossibly well-organized ruling class. Towering city blocks of bankmen who have the ears of prime ministers. Million-headed armies of nations and the love of your own mother. You against the atom, the charm and the spin, where the whole world failed. Matter failed to bend to human will. Human will failed to get out of bed and tie its laces. You alone, single-handedly, will rebuild the dreams of the working class. You are the last communist.
I'm the last communist.
Now get to work, comrade.
Well, I guess we're gonna start building communism, sure.
Oh yeah. Get the firing squads and the animal wagons ready.
Wait, what? Firing squads? You didn't say anything about those.
Too late to back out now.
What? No.
You can't make an omelette without breaking a few million eggs.
Okay. Instead of communism, it just sounds like we want to murder everybody, but roll your sleeves up and up further and breathe in the pristine air. Cool. Because we have a communist thought. Mazovian socioeconomics. People think communism was some crazy idea that had its comeuppance 40 years ago. A fever that shook the world, never to return again. They were right. Until he woke up today. A spiritual corpse responsive only to the call of Commodore Red, prostitutes, and Krasmazov. For him, communism is still a thing. He will single-handedly raise the commune of O2 from the oceanic trench where it had been resting, covering ghosts and seaweed. He is a big communism builder. Come, witness his attempt to rebuild communism in the year 51. That's me, I guess. Alright, let's go. Okay. Oh, the spooky music's back. Find your heraldic bird. We just need to finish reading about the thingy. Talk to us and establish authority in Hardy Boy's eyes. Something up for maybe investigate a crime scene or the body. Get help from the union boss or the company rep. Tie them to any other crimes. Ah, okay. So, prove your authority. I guess we need more information is what we need to help us there. Okay. Investigate. Okay. Report back to Plaisance because we finished exploring the area. Alright, alright. Is this the way out, I think? I don't know which way is faster, but... This leads us outside. If I remember correctly. Oh, never mind. Oh yeah, let's check out the ice cream freezer thing. I want to see if it's melted enough.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it slowly melting. Turning the crank feels odd. You slip your fingers under the frozen lid, but the ice is too cold for you to get a good grip. A pry bar would come in handy here. No, this is going to need something else. Some kind of super pry bar. Don't even.
Okay.
If you
this is
want
the same
to try
that it had
again,
a lot.
then you need.
That's what it said last time. I wonder if it had like -20 on it because we need a super pry bar, but I'm gonna try equipping the pry bar to see if there's anything that changes.
This orange machine is dead
Pry bar's
still.
not strong enough.
It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it slowly melting.
Okay, definitely if we find the right, we find our super pry bar, quote unquote, then we can definitely get this off because our physical instrument is level 6, so that would be very interesting. Keep that on the back burner. Yeah, I was hoping it was gonna be openable if we left it unplugged for a day, like for all the ice to melt or something, but that is not the case. Alright, it is. I don't remember what check this is.
You see a set of tire tracks in the
Visual
brown
calculus. We do have visual calculus at level 2, and I have a scope one I can use. Maybe we could try it again. Okay, I guess I want to save the skill point in case we need to check off for authority. Oh. Second. Turn down the volume a little bit for loud. Okay, let's talk to play songs. Let her know we have some info on the doomed commercial area. Hello.
You're alive and well. Don't keep me waiting now. What's in there? In that dark sarcophagus?
He's looking for the right expression. Dark sarcophagus.
Yes, yes. How was it?
The dark sarcophagus was a charnel house of failed business enterprises, leeching life energy. Bookstore. Honestly, nothing to see there. Just heaps of garbage. So much to let the sunshine in. I have no position to give out personal. I mean, she believes in the curse, so I guess we can play along.
I knew it.
A tremor runs through her.
Such horrors that have been thrust upon us.
Shakes her head.
But what else did you find? Did anything survive? No, of course not. Have you located the entity?
I talked to the entity you told me about. Her name is Neha, and she's a novelty dice maker.
A novelty dice maker?
Her eyes widened.
Well, spit it out. Why does she need the dice? For some kind of sorcery? Sometimes they use the ankle bones of sheep.
Ha ha ha. She's not a sorceress or some malicious entity. She's a businesswoman like you. No, ma'am. I have felt her aura. She is not the one to blame for this curse. She may be involved, but I don't have a way to question the malignant entity further. She is not the one to blame.
I don't understand. If it's not her, then where is the source of the doom? How did she explain the curse?
He looks perplexed.
Before you say anything, ask yourself, is the woman really able to withstand the truth?
That's true.
She's squeezing on the pendant too tight.
Ooh, ow.
A drop of blood in her palm. Just don't say you don't have any answer yet. The uncertainty is killing her.
She says there's no curse, but there are too many inconsistencies. Because there are too many inconsistencies. It's just capitalism. Bankruptcy is a quirk of our economic system. The source is in the taxidermist shop. Became involved in arts darker than taxidermy. Brought the void spirit down upon this place. Don't have an answer yet. We don't want to say that. There's another entity more malignant pulling the strings of Martinez. Perhaps my I will cross paths with it. This is tough. Look at all these, like... So, I feel like we should give her an answer, but I'm not sure if we want to tell her the truth, right? Because even if we say these, like, will she even believe us? Could lie. Huh. I mean, maybe just go with number 1? Or number 5. That's hard. I think I'll just go with number 1. I feel like I still want to be truthful.
Too many inconsistencies. What kind of talk is that?
Mom scoffs at you with an audible snort. As I said, she's a novice dressmaker. Her business has been up and running for a long time now.
Yes, because her business consists of the psychic leech that's been feeding the curse.
Red blotches appear on her skin.
I see that you've fallen for her manipulation,
Darn.
Detective.
That was the wrong thing to say, I guess.
The investigation is over. I just hope that you haven't made anything worse by going in there. Thank you for nothing.
Darn it.
Please, do buy some books, or be on your way.
I feel bad.
Wow. Total psychic collapse between you two right now.
Dang. She concludes tucking them in away to the blouse.
I am sorry we had to disappoint you, ma'am.
He turns to you.
Can we go now?
The shop around you feels ancient suddenly, damp and saturated by the coastal air. The books are rotting. A great cold lives here, and there too.
I should have gone with number 5, I
1,200
think.
meters away on the urban coast, the dark shape of a church is reflected on the water, calling.
Okay, but please, only a few questions. You wouldn't want to disturb the spirits.
What about the wards on the back door? Are these Simonees?
Yes, the Simonees are very crafty, and their wards are extremely powerful. Lesser wards simply won't do here.
The woman looks aloof, her features much softer. Occasionally she glances at her daughter's silhouette.
Okay. This is a very unsatisfactory ending to that.
Hi, Ace Detective. Are you here for more books?
That, adventure. Okay, we have another skill point. She needed...
Hi, Ace Detective.
Suggestion,
Are you here for more...
right? Huh. I should have played into the ghost thing. I don't... Yeah, she wasn't gonna believe us, right? And she had complete, faith in the whole spirit idea. Do you have anything new to say? Let's see.
The woman before...
Alright. Oh, okay. Let's finally go to the freaking store. You okay? Oh, no. Excuse me, Kim. Okay, it's just a drunk dude. Oh no, my bubble. Anyway. Door should be over this way, I believe. Talk to this guy.
Welcome to Rivachol.
Oh. Racist lorry driver. That's interesting. And that says the rotund man. The remark isn't addressed to you, it's addressed to the lieutenant. Why are you addressing my partner like that? Hey, I know Revachol, that's where we are.
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. My
Lieutenant
grandfather
Fireback.
came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago. Every school of thought and government has failed in the city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you.
You tell him.
It's men like you who keep
Pays you no
Revachol
attention.
divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
Limbo, what's going on here?
Oh, come on, man. I just said, welcome to Rivachol. It's a lorry driver thing.
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here, that I should watch myself and behave. But you see, I'm an officer of the RCM. It's actually my job to make sure you behave. I would advise you to remember that.
Silence. The air between them becomes tense. Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
Definitely, Kim. I got your back. Give the lieutenant a punch on the shoulder. Well, I think we all learned something here, smiled the lawyer man. Now that's settled, we have a couple of questions. Number one, I guess.
You two make a cute couple. You know that.
The lorry man spits.
The lieutenant exhales and resumes his regular calmness.
Now that's settled, we have a couple of questions.
Whatever you say, officers.
He waits impassively, cigarette smoldering. Every decision prompts a reaction. Interaction cannot be determined unless an option is selected. This game doesn't have much replayability. Take the responses as a learning experience. Yeah, exactly. Like, I wasn't sure how she was gonna react to us, and we kind of were warned that, like, we weren't sure if she was gonna like take the truth, but she just easily dismissed it, especially when the dice maker lady was like considered the entity or like demonic, I guess. So yeah, definitely a learning experience.
Smells of heavy motor oils and his breath of high tar content cigarettes, probably Astra Whites.
Yeah, the whole replayability thing is definitely very interesting. You can have very different conversations with different people. Like, for example, this racist person, if you like end up taking his side, he'll treat you differently, right? But we're choosing to take Kim's side in this, so obviously he sounds very unhappy speaking to us right now. I found this mug in the trash. Show it to the man. Yours? What was that argument all about? What are you hauling? Got a smoke?
No.
He's got a smoke right there in his fucking hand. Snatch that shit out of his fat fingers. You need it after listening to his garbage.
Let's frickin' steal his smoke. You're smoking one right now.
It's my last one.
You're hiding smokes from me?
Why would I do that? I'm an honest man.
He puts out a cigarette and flicks a tiny tub towards the street. Cool. Rub your hands together. Actually, don't mind anyway. I kind of want to say this just to see what happens.
But, what, officer?
The man looks at you coolly. Noxious effluence wafting in the air around him. Say nothing.
Sorry I couldn't be of any help.
He gives you an ambivalently mocking half nod. What are you hauling?
Oh, not much anymore.
Oh,
I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on strike, so it's a sit and wait on your ass situation.
How long has this been going on then?
The strike? Oh, they've been at it for a while. A month, 2 months maybe. But this here is just the last week or so.
Oh, okay. What kind of cargo are you supposed to pick up?
Apples.
Apples?
Yeah, apples. I take it you had other questions?
He's given you the runaround. Let's be honest, you were bested.
Aw, Red Rick. We're not good at conversations, so we're too dumb. What was that argument all about?
It's about biological determinism, natural law, the sorting of the races.
The sorting of the races. Cool.
Not the most popular
That's a
topic
sarcastic
nowadays,
cool, by the way.
With the coalition in charge, you know. You might want to change the topic. That is, bury your head under the sand like common sheep.
Change the topic. The way he says it makes it almost sound like a threat.
I get it. Someone has to be the unpopular guy. Oh, so you're just a racist. Makes sense. To be honest, I can't really remember what that means. Please explain.
I'm not just racist. Look, I've read books. Huh? The science of racial theory has all been proved, even if some people don't want to accept it. People who've studied these things say that you and me are superior by design.
He glances at the lieutenant.
Naturally, we Occidentals should be in charge. Obviously, you can see the merits in that.
If this guy's all the Occidentals have, well, let's just say he's not exactly ripped.
Yes, I can really tell you're a prime example of superior design. Okay, I really hope this is sarcastic.
Open your eyes. Haven't you noticed something different lately? An unfortunate downturn, maybe? Huh? When members of the superior race cease to believe in their innate superiority, they stop competing for resources.
What's the problem with that then?
The problem? The damn kips are showing a real good game lately. Same with the mosquitoes. And the other introduced species too. They're on the precipice of cultural victory.
Wait, what is this cultural victory? Uh-huh.
It's true. Also,
He pushes
you
on.
need to realize the dangers of mixing races. Who knows what might happen if people don't stay in their birthplace? You might end up with a new sub-race, with unknown characteristics, leading to extra competition. That's why
Very
you've
interesting.
got to control the offspring.
Cool. Okay, sure, whatever. Yeah, I think I could get down with racism. Yeah, I'm not down with this.
Don't push your luck, runt.
The man gives you a disgusted look, then turns your attention elsewhere, ignoring your presence.
Anti-object task force.
Our thought is complete.
Behold, the anti-object task force has assembled. God's avenging angel, arrayed against the lower emanations of the darkened one. Shoe racks, tape recorders, motor carriages, and doors. So many doors. You're not just pounding it all to pieces. You're reforging the universe. From the anvil of the heavens to the worms below. Indulge in it. Be bold. Have an impact on the shape of creation. Out of the furnace of your rage. A new reality. Also, you should trash your room again.
Trash my room again? Attacking physical objects heals damage? That's hilarious and amazing. +1 pain threshold was super cool. All physique learning caps raised by 1. Amazing. Wow, we're tough as nails. Okay, some kind of superstar. Logic is down. Visual calculus down. Looks like reaction. Do we want to invest our thought into communism? Okay, let's do some kind of superstar. I think that's what we want to do. Let's do it. Wait. It was logic. Okay, I don't think we need logic. Our logic is low anyway, so I don't think more and minus too much. Alrighty. Okay, cool.
Damn.
Ooh.
That felt good. Your heart's pounding nicely. You should tell people to fuck off more often.
Yeah, mother effers. I think I should tell people to F off more often. It felt really good.
Not as a general rule, but that one was justified. Better to get the lay of the land before telling people to fuck off.
F yeah.
That's the spirit.
Oh, we healed our health. That's hilarious.
Never forget. The whole world's a wooden house, and you're a goddamn flamethrower.
Heck yeah. Be destructive. Okay, let's go. Oh, check out the garbage. Oh, healing. Anything else here? Oh, what are these people doing? Oh, hey, we talked to this guy the other day. Money. Okay, let's go into the store before we continue on, and then we'll head this way. I feel like talking to the racist guy is not gonna do much anyway, so that guy. Oh man, why is this playing spooky music? Okay. Yellow roses, dozens of them. Tulips too. A melancholy pop song plays on the radio.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents. Your bottle's plugged into the machine, and the money appears with a satisfying jingle. You're a richer man now. Do you know what you should do with that money, kiddo? You should buy more alcohol. Enter the endless cycle of consumption.
Endless cycle of consumption. Terrible idea, but, you know, what our brain wants.
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except for the big Fritta slogan on the back. The packages are small, discreet, sloppily stacked, making them easier to take unnoticed. No need to worry about knocking over a display.
What's that? Point. Our savoir-faire is only 3. I think we have minuses on this though. Yeah, -2. I bet we could do it. That.
What is what?
Girl leans over the counter to see what you're referring to.
It's a raincoat. If you want to buy one, then it's only 4 real.
That's on the glass counter. The raincoats.
Her attention is drawn to the raincoats. Stealing one undetected will now be more difficult.
I shouldn't have asked her, but I do. Darn it. Let's savoir-faire this. Savoir-faire. Take off the shoe. Savoir-faire. Take off the pants. Okay. Now
You
let's
see
try.
several packaged raincoats
42.
fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except for the big Fritta slogan on the back.
Okay, I'm gonna do it. 42%!
The girl delves into the magazine, hair covering her face, vision obscured. She cannot see your hand move.
Try to grab a package. Any one of them. Slip it up your sleeve and...
Oh no. I said don't let it fall out with a thump. What did you do?
Did you?
The girl stares at the package lying on the floor. It looks a little sad as it lies in the...
I mean, I didn't just see a middle-aged man try to steal a 4 real raincoat, did I?
Nope. No, you didn't. Nope, not
really?
at all.
A plastic poncho?
Lieutenant slides and looks away. I disappointed Kim. This is awful. I feel
The
terrible.
clerk stares at you, but doesn't say a thing for a moment or two. She's like 14.
Ow.
You're humiliated in front of a minor. What's wrong with you, son?
Dang, I would have died if I didn't heal myself
I mean,
immediately.
it doesn't even cost that much. Like, why would you want to fuck with Frit over something like this? Fucking with Frit is dangerous, you know. Just leave it there. I'll put it away later.
She scratches her cheek thinking. Sigh. We completely failed. Like a loser.
A colourful display of cigarettes and alcohol bottles line the shop wall, inviting you closer. The bottles wink at you in the light. The smokes too glitter in their wrapping. It's like looking into a kind of heaven.
Probably put my clothes
The
back
knees
on.
are weak. There, in that dark green glass, all in vain. The great flowing river of warmth, wine, alcohol, beer, alcohol, love, alcohol.
I am in heaven. Need it all so bad. This is not a good place for a recovering addict. Say nothing. Just take it all in.
I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health. But I guess you already know that.
She comments as you eye the goods behind her.
Know this. You will never finish your alcohol quest if you don't buy beautiful alcohol.
They never finished alcohol quest. $30. I wish I had $30. Physique, morale. Physique. Oh, smokes. Smokes and alcohol increases. Okay, smokes increases physique or intellect, and these are physique. I wonder if it's worth it to buy the smokes because, like, I know Kuno wanted something, so I wonder to see if he would trade me for smoke. But the beer is cheap too. Let's go with the smokes. Like, in case we can't trade it to Kuno, at least we can use it if we ever needed to up our intellect, I think.
Here you go, mister.
Okay, cool. Kind of want to buy the raincoat too.
To the left of the croissants and
Actually, we don't need it, right? Because we have high endurance. Yeah. We can save our money for that. Oh. What are... Oh. Ah, okay. So we have 4 uses out of the cigarettes. Oh yeah, let's talk to her. I need it.
Welcome to Frit. feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
She returns to her magazine. Before we go on, what is this?
I don't know. Frit?
Drugs. What is Frit?
A 7 to 11 grocery store.
Why is it written with 3 T's?
I think they think that the extra T makes it funkier. It doesn't.
You guys aren't going with disgust.
Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but...
He puts out the magazine. Does Frit have a warehouse in the back of Willingham Rags?
A warehouse? I don't know. Maybe. I don't really care what Frit does.
Come on, give me something to work with here.
She looks up from under her brow.
Fine. Frit doesn't have a warehouse. Just a little back room here. Okay?
She turns back to her magazine without waiting for you. You said I wouldn't want to F with Frit. Why?
Because Frit has an army.
She blinks at you, confused as to why you'd ask such an obvious thing.
Hold on, an army? Like mercenaries ready to kill people? This is very strange, actually.
Yeah, like 2,000 or so.
She says it as if it's completely natural, but why would Frit need an army? It's just a corner
I
shop.
don't know. It stops people from robbing Frit, I guess. If they know there's an army, I mean, I wouldn't want to fuck with them anyway.
Businesses often hire private security this side of the river. It's an unfortunate state of affairs, but not unheard of.
Well, that's what the cops are for.
You think the police, like, bother catching shoplifters?
She rolls her eyes.
Frit polices themselves, so yeah. Anything else you wanted?
You better behave yourself in this fritte, or who knows what will happen.
I see. Tell me anything about the dead body.
I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so...
How long has it been there?
I don't know, really long.
She's so not helpful.
Not really. No. I
Nope.
didn't,
No need to worry. It's just standard procedure for us to ask around. If you hear anything, let us know, okay?
Lieutenant's voice is soothing and professional.
Okay.
She scratches her nose.
Uh-huh.
She brushes a strand of her hair off her face as she tries to return to her magazine. Can you tell me about any of this reality we're in?
Reality? You mean, what reality? Economic reality, or...?
No, I meant the physical
I
reality.
don't know. What about it?
The coalition, what's that? Someone told me there is
Our
one.
government? Or do you mean something else? Sorry, I
Oh my
really
gosh.
need to finish this article.
I really don't want to talk to her anymore, but I'm gonna click all the options. Where are
We're
we?
in Frit
No, I mean, like, where are we?
as mankind, or as a nation, or
As
in a
mankind.
good place.
She rubs her face thinking.
I mean, science is doing great, and this radio computer thing seems to be kind of big. I don't know.
She shrugs and folds her magazine back. What time is
I
it?
don't know. Look at the clock. It's right behind you on the wall.
The clock shows the time at 10:09. The hands seem to be still. It's apparent the clock doesn't work.
What is a revolution?
When ordinary people take over the government and demand democracy.
What about the one we had in
Yeah,
Repsol?
it happened like 50 years ago or so.
Okay.
Sorry, cool.
Alright. Oh, what's this?
A small cabinet on the
Ooh,
wall is filled with various
pharmaceutics.
medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo.
Just ask me if you need anything from Saint Baptiste. We don't stock prescription meds, but we do have Nosafed, Duramine, magnesium, and Hypnogamma.
Okay. Health and morale. Healing. Well, I need those. Alright. Guess we'll just come back here if we need any of that stuff. Before we head completely to the right, I do want to talk to Kuna and see if he wants to... The cigarettes are enough to appease him. Really quick. Alright, talk to this.
Have you come to make your offering?
Let's
to
rip some
Kuno?
tar, Kuno.
Put it away. The information here isn't worth it.
Back off, fuck eyes! Kuno is a man. Kuno
Close his
can
chest.
smoke if he wants.
The lieutenant doesn't like this. It may be less destructive to your working relationship to just come back alone later.
Yeah, okay.
Fuck you too, Piggo! Fuck you and your four-eyed friend!
Alright, so, we can't do this while Kim is around. He's not gonna let us give drugs to a kid.
Before I squeal, pig.
Okay. Can't really talk to her either. That's too bad. Snow, that sounds like rain? Yeah, that's really weird. Shouldn't be having a rain sound, I guess. But might just be a bug. Alright, let's head over this area. Okay, this is where the strike is going on, and we came over to this side, so yesterday, day one, we went over here, but now we're on the other side of this. Oh. What is this? Music is very tense here.
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This big, heavy Grad-made machine is well kept for such an old machine.
Look in the window.
The windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin with personal belongings, stickers, insignia. Fumes of heavy fuel oil waft over you, making your eyes sting. The odor mixes with cigarette residue.
What kind of stickers and insignia?
The driver has adorned his space with a substantial collection of peculiar paraphernalia. Proclamations about honor, strength, and purity are glued to various panels. A large metal pendant hangs from the rear view mirror. The pendant features a sun crown with wavy rays.
What about the back seat?
The back end of the cabin has a small perch to sleep, large ashtrays. There are several suns and wheels sewn into the curtains.
Racist nationalist paraphernalia.
Secrets
Not unusual in this part of town. This is our guy.
The lieutenant nods for the racist lorry. Oh, this is his car. Do you think this lorry belongs to our tough guy?
Likely, yes. This guy's proud of who he is. Drapes it all over his machine.
There he is, in front of Rita, smoking nervously, hoping it's over. He was acting tough before. This probably scared him a bit. Who knows when it will come in handy? A slightly scared, racist lorryman.
Okay, interesting. Oh, there's actually more stuff down here. Foreign car kept in good condition. Can we go this way? No. Oh. I guess this is like all the cars that can't get past the gate thing. Oh, there's someone over here. What is statue, I guess. Horseback Monument. An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing towards the sea. It looks as if it's been reassembled piece by piece, secured and mounted in the air with the aid of numerous ropes and rods. Who is this? Silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, I am Felipe III, Squanderer, the greatest of the Philippian kings of Revachol, son of Felipe II, the opulent, father of Felipe IV, the insane.
As you look up, you notice something about the statue. There are some odd indentations on the king's chest piece.
What indentations? What do I see?
Something with great kinetic energy seems to have impacted the cuirass, around where the heart is. A bullet?
Something with great kinetic energy.
Someone shot him in the heart. Interesting.
Lieutenant, has someone shot the king? Point to the indentation.
Okay, I can't see it, but I take your word for it.
He cleans his glasses before looking up. What do you think?
Well, Martinez is riddled with bullet holes. This place saw a lot of action during the revolution. But the statue is recently renovated, so maybe a joke? Target practice or a political statement?
I mean, I feel like specifically right where the heart is was intentional, right?
Why not?
He shrugs.
What this shows us is guns aren't too uncommon here, and people still shoot them, sometimes at kings.
He takes a note in his notebook.
The king stands high above you, surveying the bay. mute and indifferent to your sightings.
Well, interestingly, I could smoke to increase this encyclopedia. I kind of want to, just because. I mean, why not, right? We have 4 left too. If we want to use one for cooking, still. Oh, okay. Wait, how do I use it?
There it is.
Oh, okay. We're gonna do it right now. Okay, cool.
In your pocket. The first Smokes platoon. 20 brave souls standing in salute, ready to step into fire for you, sir.
Pull one out of the pack.
You picked the best one. This soldier is fat and succulent. What are you waiting for? Light up. Re-become yourself.
Light it up.
Get a load of this rock and roll cop here, people. Johnny Thundercop fishes a cheap lighter out of his pants. With a flick of the thumb, there's fire. A primal satisfaction. Here we go.
Oh yeah.
The lighter's dark green disposable plastic. Safety's off. In your case, the safety is always off.
What are the repercussions if I do this?
Repercussions? There's a high risk of glory with a mild chance cool genius. Smoking makes you into an intellectual. Everybody knows that.
Dip that bad boy in the flame and breathe in.
Thick, warm smoke gets sucked down into your lungs. Immediately, you feel a warm nostalgia fill your head, body, and soul. A nostalgia for yourself. The man you were in your youth. Johnny Thundercop is back, and he's chill as balls.
Wow. That was cool. Oh, Bridge the victim's body. We didn't get that one. Where was the smokes? Well, I guess it finished anyway. So, we got another skill point though, which is cool. All right, let's check this off. D8. Ready, set, go.
Even by the standards of the Philippian kings, old sumptuous Philip was known for his profligacy.
In what way?
Well, he blew through the whole national treasury, starting the decline of one of the penultimate century's greatest superpowers, the suzerain of Revachol.
He blew through the whole national treasury.
His own maladministration foreshadowed the fall of the monarchy. During the anti-centennial revolution, an end to his family line and the monarchy on the Insulindian Isola.
Yeah, how the heck did he manage to blow through the whole entire national treasury?
Stories have it that he had his bedroom converted into a treasure chamber, where he stored unfathomable wealth. Krugerrands, bars of gold, ornate weaponry, armor, and various chalices. There were whispers he slept on a huge pile of gold-dipped feathers, like some obese dragon, instead of a bed, like a normal person.
He called it the soul, Arum. It was obscene. I would like to sleep on gold. Hustler style. The king is the king and he can do anything. Wait, really? There's no way that's true. The horrible part. No wonder everything went to... ish.
But wait. You haven't even heard about his fabled cocaine addiction.
The what now?
You see, old Philippe wasn't just good at squandering the national treasury on gold and ceremonial weaponry. He was also a prodigious snorter of nose candy. Not just any nose candy, though. We're talking Royal Philippian Blow, allegedly twice as potent as the stuff you find nowadays, and purple.
Wow.
Philippian cocaine was purple.
Okay, what is nose candy?
Cocaine.
Oh. This is a lot to process.
His Majesty's courtiers said it helped him connect with the higher realms.
Who is addicted to nose candy? A bloated druggie?
That's what the revolutionaries said 150 years later. Right before they emptied out the royal mausoleum and dumped His Majesty's mortal remains in the Insulindian Bay.
Where is he buried now?
Beneath the cold waters of the Insulindian Bay. Thrown there by the revolutionaries after they cleaned out the royal mausoleum. A group of marble pleurons still surround the king's vandalized tomb. A deathly cold wind sweeps up candy wrappers and old newspapers.
What happened to the statue?
The original was blown apart by communards, then further damaged during the landing of the Coalition's airships during the turn-of-the-century revolution, when Martinez was leveled.
Who restored the monument?
Some years ago, a group of liberal, artistically inclined individuals, designers mostly, thought it would be ironic to restore the statue of the most wasteful ruler of Revachol in the poorest part of the city. The statue is supposed to capture the moment it was blown apart, like an instant frozen in time, a rare butterfly trapped in amber, floating on a sea of shit.
That's brilliant. So funny and nihilistic. That's such a bad idea. I really don't get art. Interesting. I just want to say the first one.
People in Martinez tend to disagree, as do many prominent art critics and thought leaders with more nuanced social awareness than the young ironists. Philip III, the Squanderer, however, with his bronze face up in the air, doesn't seem concerned about what the hoi polloi think of him in death.
Fascinating. Okay. Check this. Oh, there's a guy over here too. Probably need to talk to him. I don't know if we can talk to him from here though. We'll have to go around here. Anything else? Oh, there is. Ruins full of snow. No one lives here anymore. Oh, what's this? A shirt! Physical instrument. White tank top. Be useful. Here? Check what's in here. Oh, money. Hello, lady. I mean, person?
The small, wrinkled woman does not greet you. She nods along to something on her radio. A photograph is clutched in her hands, and there is a warm smile on her face.
Excuse me, ma'am. I'd like to ask some questions.
No response. Wherever this woman is, your words fail to reach her.
Huh.
Wait.
Lieutenant stops before you can snap.
She's just a distracted old woman. Better to leave her alone.
Why?
Why? I just told you why.
Oh. You sounded very upset, Kim. I'm sorry. Anything else? Money? Get that money. Wonder if exploring that guy's vehicle might have changed any dialogue with this guy. So let's.
Looking for something, Aunt? Come to tell me to fuck off again?
I found this mug in the trash. Is it yours?
Oh man, that's great.
Oh, well, he's laughing at the racist mug. Anyways, is it yours?
God, man. Thanks for that, but no, it's not mine.
At least we got 5 experience out of it, I guess. Done. No. Okay, I guess we can't really say anything else to him. Alright. Look at this guy.
Bastards!
Gab
We
leader.
have a right to work!
The man yells towards the harbor gates. His voice is the loudest of the lot, and oddly screechy for a man his size. I am the law. What's going on here?
Hold up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
The broad-shouldered alpha male turns to you. He's a full head taller than everybody else here.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down.
Why should I?
We're here to fight for a cause. Stripes usually have problems with people who have causes.
Okay, then I'm thinking no. I mean, I don't, right?
Good. We're fighting for a cause here.
Right to work! Right to work!
Besides, we're not that different.
He leans closer.
It helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Builds confidence.
What kind of cause are we talking about?
Rights of people. Rights of workers. to have gainful employment, to make a salary, and feed their families.
I don't think I've proposed any side.
Might be time. Don't let the fat bastards tread on you. Cops tend to side with the higher-ups, but you're essentially still workers. I don't trust cops, but I can see you understand the right to work! Right to work!
Raises his voice in chants. Regardless, I have some questions for
Maybe
you.
you should ask them the questions, like why we're not allowed to make a living here. Shame on you!
He bellows to the gates.
We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
He points his finger at the man sitting on the railing.
So do we, Scott.
The lording man hollers in return. What is this strike?
When a bunch of ungrateful, lazy cockroaches can't get their act together, decide to block honest work for other people.
He shifts uncomfortably in his worker overalls. What do the strikers want?
They mumble nonsense about boardrooms and workers' rights, while we have the
He raises his fist and starts shouting again.
Work!
When the man moves around, you perceive some serious abs underneath his tight-fitting shirt. This man is in shape. There's something odd in the way he carries himself. His set of clothing looks vaguely mismatched. The different pieces of the attire seem ill-fitting.
Ill-fitting? What does that mean?
His shirt is far too small and an unpleasantly tight fit, while the overalls, held up by a belt, seem to fit a man with much more corpulence.
You wearing new clothes?
He ignores your question, choosing instead to turn to the emaciated workers, raising both fists in the air. The clothes are obviously not his.
Not his.
Silence is the answer. There's something off here, but he won't say what.
Where are all these strike breakers?
Honest men and women.
I wonder if we can
with
interrogate him
rights
about that.
to
His
work,
clothes not fitting,
be useful,
or that is not his clothes.
toys for corporate interests.
The man runs his hand through his steady graying military haircut.
We came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time of crisis. If union fucks don't want work, they ought to let in those who do want work.
I have a question.
Lieutenant looks at him
Why
in the
do
eye.
all these men follow your leadership?
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No. They follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy, because they were given a job to do!
Starts bellowing.
You've been talking to him for quite a while now. Something is off with this guy. Ask him where he's from.
Okay. Okay, I gotta ask, where are you from?
What's it to you?
You've said suspicion drips from every syllable. Curiosity, you gonna figure out this strike mess. Huh. Where exactly are you from?
Big
Curiosity.
mess caused by union greed. But I only fight for the rights of people.
He shoots you a wary, distrustful look. Already got that. I'm interested in your background.
We're all workers, right? Workers stick together. Came from the eminent domain in Jamrock. Backgrounds in odd jobs, heavy lifting, cargo hauling, bouncer work. I know the drill.
A monstrous shadow high above the fire traps of the domain. The 881 motorway running over this district of Jamrock. Concrete pillars rise up from the midst of the dilapidated wooden houses. On the horizon, barely visible, the hazy machinery of the harbor.
Better breathe on your hand.
Life in the domain is even worse off than in Martinez. The cold air is stiff from the fumes of the motor carriages and lorries roaring overhead. Below, broken down, battered people mill on the dusty streets with no purpose. Yet amongst them, there is no sight of this man. Nowhere.
Rivers is so interesting. It's almost like instinct, or like a sixth sense. You're not from the domain of bouncer. Where? I've frequented a lot of bars. Maybe it's one I know. Sweet, I know bars. I've been thrown off several. Maybe that's why you seem familiar. I don't really drink, but work has taken me to which one will. Maybe we should be more smooth about it, right? A bouncer. Maybe it's one I know.
Worked at Territorial. Ring a bell?
Huh. Yeah, I think I've been there. Not right now, but I think I might have been there. I don't really remember things well. Never heard of it. Are you lying? Oh, this is so hard. I mean, I feel like he made it up, right?
We're done here. I have a strike to break.
He squints at you. A little spark of violence gutters in his eyes. Then he blinks and turns to his men.
Right to work! Right to work!
The ostensible leader.
Shame on you!
The ostensible leader of the strike breakers chants furiously. I wasn't done asking
Things are
questions.
busy enough. You going to waste less of my time?
He looks annoyed.
The hulking man oozes stark skepticism.
Where exactly are you from?
We were promised work.
What exactly is your goal
We'd be
here?
there, working, if the bastards hadn't shut the gates.
And you're unable to breach the entrance.
Main gate's locked. Would take heavy ordnance to bust it open. Could try to get in through the secretary's office. Door's locked. The guard's blocking the way to the access panel.
The guard. Okay.
And I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. I mean head measurer. Or whatever he is.
He points at the dockworker idling on the staircase. Wait, hedge measure? Have you considered storming in like all of you?
Huge Seminese guy standing up there on the overhead passage. Won't let anyone by. The access panel is right behind him.
How bad could one guy be? He seemed capable.
Bad. Standing on a
glares at
narrow
you.
bridge, he's got a strategically advantageous position. And he's trained. I don't know how the Union has a trained killer up there.
Huh.
But that one's no joke. And my men are tired and hungry. They're workers, not fighters.
Have you considered storming in like all of you?
Why don't you go arrest them instead? I'm sure they've done plenty of criminal shit. They have that look.
It would be better for the neighborhood if you went home, at least for now, if you can't get in anyway.
No! They will give up eventually. Or get drunk. Leave the button unguarded. Then we charge.
Let's
What's
see if we
it
can
to
try
you?
this conversation again. Part of the
Am I a
investigation.
suspect? Done no crimes. I only fight for the rights of people.
Interested in your
We're all
background.
workers, right?
A monstrous shadow, high up, life in the below, broken down, battered.
Not from the domain.
Mill on.
Yeah? What makes you say that?
No one there knows you. Well, we got more experience
know
for that.
me. That's bullshit.
He turns his attention back to the harbor gates.
What's it to you?
I mean, I'm gonna keep trying this, right?
No. Don't think we've met before. We're all workers, right?
A monstrous
Okay.
shadow, hot life in the below, broken down, battered people, mill on.
Worked at Territorial. Ring a bell? Uh-huh. Was a long time ago.
Man is quickly losing interest in talking to you.
What's it to you?
Huh.
Big
Okay,
man.
so we're not
We're all
getting anything
workers,
different,
right?
A
huh?
monstrous shadow, life in below, broken down, battered.
Worked at... Uh-huh. Was a long...
Okay. Maybe we don't have a high enough, like, conversational skill to do anything about it. We got a bit of XP from it, though, which is nice. Okay. Alright, let's head... Oh, this is just the wall, right? I guess we go up these stairs. We talked to, I forgot his name.
So,
Mañana.
how'd you like our harbor?
Labor Utopia. It was nice
It's
enough.
but a rest area on the path leading across open plains.
You know solemnly, then turns to you, a wide smile adorning his face.
Right. You talk to the boss, eye to eye, like men of the plain. If you have any more questions, I'm set to talk.
Actually, do you know anything about the Hardy Boys?
Los Ardis?
He
They're
smiles.
an independent militant group. A bit too high-strung, but it comes with the responsibility. They're sort of like you.
Mm-hmm.
Preserve the rule of law and all that. Except it's Everard's law. But really, they're just like you.
He takes a swig from his flask. Okay. No, not too much information there. The door we came out of, but going over here, we're gonna talk to this head measurer guy. Talk to you? Oh, we're auto-saving. Alright, Kim. Okay. We're talking to this guy, huh? Measurehead is law.
Your body betrays your degeneracy.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his
Oh my gosh.
degeneracy.
The young woman at the giant's side agrees.
Your body does not betray your degeneracy. That's a lie. You're in great shape.
My body does not betray my degeneracy. My body's unimportant. I'm with police and I have policemen. Say nothing. Size him up first.
Are you admiring my morphophysiology?
A ripple of muscle passes underneath his skin. He lets you look.
It must be frightening to stand in the shadow of this racial pinnacle. Because
Pinnacle.
Ham Sandwich, you are not
Ham Sandwich?
because you are not a threat to me.
What do you mean my body betrays my degeneracy? I thought your chest still say nothing.
What is this androgynous display of sexual maturity?
He looks down at you, taking a stock of your physique.
You hear your heart pumping fast and irregular. Your joints ache and you feel old, but still alive, somehow.
Stop it! You are embarrassing yourself in front of this woman and your pedomorphic friend.
I'm kind of superstar. Oh, it's the thought that's almost breaking through.
This display of weakness may appeal to older women with a stronger maternal instinct, but it is a liability here on Battlefield Martinez.
Jean-Luc, his body is betraying his degeneracy pretty hard. Maybe you can ask him to leave.
She holds her nose. What do you mean my body betrays my degeneracy?
You have succumbed to Al-Ghul.
His face contorts in disgust as if he were smelling a dead red Al-Ghul.
You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al-Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
Al-Ghul?
Yes, Al-Ghul.
But what is Al-Ghul?
Al-Ghul is an ancient Ilmaran poison, a parasitic fungus that has colonized your race. It is a trick the desert pygmies played on you for humiliating them and stripping them of their land.
You mean alcohol?
Correct. My small skull servant.
Servant? He nods approvingly. Smell your breath. Kim, is it really so bad?
It's not good.
You're right, I'm a servant of Al-Ghul. I still need you to respect the law. I don't have a problem with Al-Ghul. I just drink a little on weekend.
No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the Ham Sandwich race is waning.
The race stuff is unimportant here. I just need you to help me do my job, please.
Begging for help. Attempting to pass fear for cooperation. How far the Occidental Haplogroup has fallen. You were once a noble and powerful.
He pauses in melancholy reflection.
You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft. You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Quakers. But now your ascent to the genetic summit.
Ascent to the genetic summit.
You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture. You will be superseded. Isn't that right?
What a phrase. Ascent to the genetic summit.
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
Oh my gosh. You're right about all this. Now I just need you to cooperate with me as Blue Star. The situation is serious. Your people have probably killed a man.
Enough with this begging. You should leave the stage of history with dignity by inviting the other races to a great world war. Bring your troops to the Seminine Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. When you are gone, we will build a museum.
We'll build a museum for you.
The walls will be lined with bottles of Al Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality you call art, and your microcephalic skulls.
Don't be such a-hole to your fellow dock worker. Show him the stolen ID card. Oh, it doesn't look like us though. I wonder what he would say. Isn't every other unit boss white? What a weird question. Are you not with the Hardy? Why are you not with the Hardy Boys?
The first line of defense. I am the last.
He looks towards the coast defiantly.
In addition, these so-called Hardy Boys are an effeminate clique of bodybuilders. Their company is
spiritually degrading. Wow. But you're all part of the union.
The Hardy manlets are on the pay of the company. I answer to the union alone. And I do this out of race heroism. Finance is an alien concept to the Seminoles. Now leave me be. I must luxuriate.
Luxuriate. What are those tattoos of yours supposed to mean?
Racists are generally not very good examples of their race.
He gestures for the lorryman down the street.
Welcome to Revachol.
Hear him yell at a redhead woman visiting the fleet nearby.
Redhead woman visiting the fleet nearby.
I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection. I have taken the trouble to permanently draw a phrenologic grid on my skull and features. This should dispel any doubt.
True, that is a noble cranium, but you got a hard noggin yourself.
So he drew lines that measure his head in order to, like, prove to the world that he has a racially superior head shape, I guess. You're sure I'm not craniometrically superior to you?
You exhibit forward projection of the jaw, indicative of schizophrenia.
That's
you
enough.
Do not
I don't
wish
need to listen to all
judged
this.
Because you are a genetic blob of polycultural deformities. This is understandable. Don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do.
The race enigma
with this.
runs deeper than that.
The race enigma.
It turns its eyes toward the harbor, seemingly bored of you. Yeah, I know. My brain is like melting from listening to this guy talk. Yeah, but you still serve him. How does that factor into your life?
Claire is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront international capital. Something your race,
just being useful.
Communists also. To serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed to your race failure. It is lax and moronic.
My jam is a mysterious fourth thing. Enough of this. Individualism is my jam. Communism is pretty cool. We didn't finish our communism thought, right? No, we haven't. My jam is a mysterious fourth thing.
Jam. Individualism. You have gotten these ideas from degenerate youth culture, have you?
I've gotten
not?
it from disco, actually. It's true. I am a rock and roll star and a rebel.
Songs?
I got it from disco.
Offshoots of the Seminoles people invented disco while having sex under the influence of cocaine.
My goodness.
I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural.
I don't really know who the Seminoles are. I've recently experienced head trauma. Who are the Seminoles?
The South Island race. Haplogroup R4A. We
are the rightful masters of the Insulian
Insulindian archipelago. We descend from the... We are the future. That is all you need to know.
So you're born and raised on the islands before you moved to Revachol?
I am a descendant. The narrow streets of Elysium are with me in my genetic...
Oh, so he wasn't actually born on the islands. So you did not come from the islands?
No.
He cranes his head.
I have heard about it on
You're not
the
really
radio.
Seminese, you're just from Revachol. You're just from Revachol.
I'm from Couronne.
He changes tactics.
No, it is not just in Revachol.
The
The city is central to the seamen. You have heard enough about our phylogenetic secrets.
Tim, what do you think about this?
I think this racist is better than the last. But the next racist will be the really good one.
The next racist will be a really good one. I didn't know there would be a next racist.
There always is.
There always is.
Race
oh man, Kim.
is reality.
He nods approvingly. Subscribe to his advanced race theory. That sounds like a bad idea. Do you know anything about this mug?
He does not so much as glance at the...
Know anything about it?
Stop showing.
Does he strike you as the kind of man who puts mugs into trash?
Okay, let's show him the ID card. I wonder what will happen.
The man looks at you, silent and unmoving. His eyes burrow into the remnants of your soul.
You are not Santiago. Santiago is not you. Even the phrenically impaired can see this.
Darn it, it didn't work. Oh, the plot finished. Okay, let's look at this. I'm kind of superstar.
They say the world isn't ready for a rock and roll cop. No one wants their state monopoly on violence to be mixed with celebrity worship. They claim to know it would be dangerous for detectives to rise to the ranks of demigods and have sexual encounters with barely legal cover girls. It would be insane, they say. To all this, you say, fuck off and die, in a cool voice. You people have no idea how good these cops are gonna get. They're gonna crack 20 cases a day. In the future, cops will be like astrophysicists, or prime ministers, or prophets. And you're the first one.
Wow, our learning cap has been raised, but -1 logic for all that thing. I don't know if I really want to do this just because it gives us minus visual calculus for a while. So maybe we can hold off on that thought and then save skill points for leveling up something specific that we need. Okay. We can't really do anything else here? Why not?
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
It's conceptualization. Subscribe to advanced race theory. Do we even want to do that? I mean, I feel like we don't have any other options, though. We're probably gonna fail it anyways. Conceptualization. Oh, I have a shirt. Okay, conceptualization. Where is it? Oh, here. Bonus from items. It's the +1. None of these do anything.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself...
Go ahead.
Oh,
don't
failed.
be shy. Just ask for race secrets.
I need some of that race stuff in my brain. Stock it to me. I want to learn about this race theory so that we can become friends. Try to smile pathetically. No, better not say anything on this topic.
Inane popular culture lingo.
Oh.
It is intellectually uninteresting to sock anything to an infant.
Well, that didn't work. Huh.
Yes?
Okay. Darn. Guess we can't do anything about this guy, huh? Ooh, okay, let's check our map to see what else. If there's any other checks we wanted to do. Sleeping docker doesn't work. Cargo container door, we could try opening it again, I think. Shivers? What was this again? Must have forgotten about it. Cafeteria window can't do yet. Water door. Oop. Tasks. Prove your authority. Oh yeah, maybe we could talk to Everett Claire to to help us. You told Lineral is missing because of the broken water lock. Close the water lock on Wednesday, which is tomorrow. Can't get the boots. That's gone. Find one armor piece. That's one thing we need to do. Open the apartment door. Read the ledger and name a case. Oh, go to your inventory and interact the damaged ledger. I think we can do that. Oh, wait. It said finding the right line may take some time. Okay. Who put the clothes in the trash? Wow. Sorry, I'm just reading all these, see if there's anything we can handle right now. Interview the Wild Pines rep. Representative of the logistics company who owns the harbor. Okay. Guess we just gotta explore more. Fortunately, we couldn't handle Measurehead at all. Unfortunate. Okay. Oh.
There. Working class drunk. You know what this means, right?
Case solved?
Cracked it. All in a good day's work.
Wait, what did I crack exactly?
What do you mean, what did I crack? Look at how working class that drunk is.
It's her husband, the missing husband. It's the future leader of Battalion Uprising. Some third option?
Yes.
I mean, sure.
And you found him.
I don't understand
Now
what we're doing right now. What is this?
Class woman. Protect and serve, recruit.
Give me champagne. I'm going in.
There's no need for champagne when there's honor, recruit. Go and tell the working class woman what you found right now.
Okay, sure, I guess. Oh, let's talk to Renee about the photo before we do that really quick. I remember now. We have his photo.
Vigilance officer, what can this old carabinier do for you?
Is there anything you can tell me about this rifle?
It's a Bell McGrave.
He says taking the rifle.
4.46 caliber. Breech loading. Revachol made. Good weapon. Accurate and reliable.
His moves are quick and precise as he first checks the weapon, then aims it at the sea. This man knows firearms intimately.
This one's inoperable. The bolt spring is missing and the mechanism is jammed shut. Still a beauty. Where did you find her?
He adds handling the rifle back. What do you mean find? This is my rifle. I always have it with me in the basement there, in the bookshop.
I'm not surprised.
Looks at the building.
There are probably lots of forgotten wartime weapons lying around here. Back in the day, everyone had something stashed away. As for the rifle, I don't know what else to tell you. These BM-446s are an antique. No one uses them anymore. The ammunition is impossible to find.
Found your guard booth.
Yes. The Debardeurs Union pays me to stand vigil during the night.
He looks down.
Not out of any political allegiance, mind you. I'm an old man. Don't sleep more than a few hours every night anyway, and money is tight.
He adds with a slight sigh. You must have seen something on the night of the murder. Your booth looks right into the yard.
Yes, it does.
He nods.
Unfortunately, I wasn't working that night.
Oh.
Been on a 2-week leave since last Monday.
Hold on, why were you on a leave?
It's a private matter.
He says with dignity.
Nothing to do with your investigation.
You see, officer, René is the kind of man who would rather die than admit he needs medical assistance or God forbid, sick it. A real man's man is just gonna ride it out.
I'm fine, goddammit. Mind your own business.
The outburst makes him clutch his chest.
It's nothing. Just got to cut back on coffee.
It's his heart.
So, who was working your shift last night?
No one. The boss has been unmanned since last Monday.
He looks suddenly very old and
There's
tired.
no other guard. It's just me.
No one has been guarding the container yard since last Monday.
Yes.
He nods before hesitantly continuing.
It's not actually an issue. I mean...
Look, officer.
His partner jumps in.
The yard doesn't actually need a guardsman. Never had one before René. Monsieur Claire had that booth built specially for him.
Oh.
It's mostly decorative.
Mostly decorative.
The possibility of someone being in there is enough to discourage any ill-minded individuals.
He tries to argue.
Evrard created this job for René because he knows the Royal Carabiniers' pension of honor and PTSD isn't something a man can live off. A decorated Kingsman collecting tear reflects bad on the whole neighborhood. His words.
So I got him a job, just basically a dignified way for him to be able to, like, live off of a small pay, right? Or getting extra money. There's absolutely nothing wrong with tear collecting. It's my side thing too. I'll probably hold out the tear bag. René should rent out his services, invest the profit, and get a few more guys to spend. Wage work is a dead end. René's but one man. We need a program. Get all the utterly back into the job market. Keep folks motivated. Such dependency only weakens demand for the do or die. There's no middle ground. Everett gets it. Big guys looking after the small and everyone working together. I love it. I mean, I just want to say the most positive thing, which is like the first one.
Can we conclude the topic of my guard boost now?
There's a grimace of pain on the old soldier's face. It looks like he wants to argue, but he can't find the words. Finally, his lips move. Yeah, he doesn't want to admit that he like needed money. Or like needed the help, assistance, I guess. I saw the picture in there. You were in it. Who's the girl?
She is nobody.
His features stiffen and he gets a cold look.
And I refuse to discuss my private affairs with the RCM.
The lady is Jeanne-Marie Beaulieu, and she sure as hell wasn't a nobody.
Son speaks in a soft voice.
Yes. Like I said, it would be up anyway, so might as well keep an eye out. It keeps my senses sharp.
I saw a statue of Felipe III near the roundabout.
Ah, yes. King Philip III on his steed. A reminder of what Revachol once was.
Oh, absolutely. At the mercy of a cocaine-snorting tyrant who emptied the treasury so he could sleep on a bed of gold.
He smiles as if reliving a pleasant memory.
A superpower, feared and respected. A testament to what this country can be under the leadership of a true king. Someone who knows how to rule.
How should a true king rule?
Decisively, without fear of offending the sensibilities of the frail and weak-minded among his subjects. This is something the insurgents never understood.
Seems to me a leader should take care of his people before himself. Powerful leaders not afraid to do what must be done. That's what this country needs. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Take care of his people.
Is only as strong as its leader.
That's why it's
That's
such
why
madness.
It was such madness to try to...
Don't get started on that again. What happened, happened.
There's some weirdness in his voice now. He heard this rant many times
The
before.
Carabinier doesn't reply, but his entire being communicates unbreakable resolve.
Right.
Okay. Alright, let's see if we can up our composure. Composure? No. We don't have any downsides on composure, though. Yeah. Okay, it's a white check. Let's try it.
Vigilance officer.
Alright, 42.
What can this all...
As René turns from you to his partner and back, the medals on his chest rattle and glare. He keeps his spine straight and his ribcage lifted, displaying them proudly.
How many medals are
2.
there?
The larger one is shaped like a cross, while the smaller medal resembles the sun.
Look at the cross.
A crowned head in front of two crossed rifles. The medal hangs from a blue striped triangle.
Look at the sun.
A small blue star inside an orange sun. It has the word Valiance written below.
The medals, points to his chest. Did you get them for
bravery?
He interjects. That's what I was gonna say, bravery. That's what I was gonna say, bravery.
I'm sure, but I know this uniform's reputation. You are also wondering if I got this for raping women or killing babies.
I mean, I don't even know the reputation of anything. I don't even recognize the war.
Son, we should never forget our past. Lots of mistakes were made back then, but there were also lessons.
His voice takes on a tutor-like quality.
Forgetting those times means the mistakes were for nothing. That all those people died for nothing.
Whoa. Sounds like you're about to open the gates of conversation. This man will literally talk your ear off if you let him wander off to memory lane.
What did you get the medals for?
For doing my duty in the heat of battle. For looking my mortality in the eye. When men like Gaston here hid in the bushes and shot themselves.
He saved some muddy princeling who foolishly strolled into the front line in his gown of velvet and gold.
Saved a princeling?
It was on the first months of the revolution here in Revachol. Unrest was spreading like wildfire. Marauders had taken most of the couronne and were getting really ambitious. King Frisel thought he could end it all in one decisive strike. Sent his cousin, Drisson, to put an end to the unrest.
The old carabinier runs his fingers over the larger medal.
Alas, the young Drisson was all piss and no vinegar, wearing a tunic of purple velvet and cockatiel feathers to battle.
Fits.
Even his rifle was gold-plated, shone from 5 clicks away.
Gold-plated rifle.
Asininity?
He really despises that dry sand fellow.
Purple velvet tunic.
Luna says thoughtfully.
That isn't exactly camel.
To keep the long and bloody story short, Drisson marched us against the partisans in Couronne. And when I say marched, I mean made us walk into captured enemy territory, single file, like toy soldiers, while he rode in front on his giant red stallion.
Wow, that sounds really obnoxious and dumb.
The rebels were smart. They let us come real close before opening fire. Suffice to say, it was carnage.
Must have been a bloodbath.
I got shot in the left shoulder and went down. Just a flesh wound. But just as I turned over, the prince fell into the mud next to me. He was missing his lower jaw.
My gosh.
Then his horse, driven mad by the noise and smell of gunpowder, stepped on my leg
Ow.
and shattered my knee.
He pats his right thigh.
It's painful to even think about.
What did you do
I
then?
grabbed my sidearm and shot the beast in the head. Then everything went black.
Capitaine Arnoux, le fléau des chevaux.
When I came to, it was all over. It was just me and Jolas Tresson, gurgling in the blood-soaked mud right next to me.
He continues ignoring his companion.
The Dink had taken numerous flesh wounds and lost a lot of blood. But despite missing his jaw, he seemed hesitant to die. Tougher than he looked, that one.
I'd give up. Can't imagine living without my jaw. This has never happened to Johnny Lawjaw. Point to your jaw. My jaw is tight. Dang.
So I grabbed the Dink and started crawling. Kept going until the 59th Cavalry picked us up. Through some miracle, we both survived. And the jailess freak convinced Frisel to give me a medal for not leaving him to die in his own blood. Piece and shit.
Man, if you're missing your jaw, you can't talk,
He
right?
was the commanding officer and I was on duty. Just doing my job. Shouldn't hand out medals for that.
Shakes his head.
13 months later, I received the Sun for distinguished service. It's not worth mentioning.
You sense he's downplaying it. He did a lot more than his duty. More than anyone's duty. It's in his spine, in his billowing breasts, and untarnished self-worth.
Yes, eating would be difficult for sure. It sounds like you're being modest, Renee.
The old carabinier stands quietly like a statue, his features motionless.
What Monseigneur Modesty is not telling you is that he crawled over 7 kilometers before the cavalrymen found him and Drizant. 2 days later, that was.
Maybe able to talk, you still have a tongue. Yeah. I think you could say some things, but I don't... I wonder if, like, without having a lower lip... I'm, like, thinking in my brain, I'm trying to imagine, like, what part of your face would be missing without your jaw. Does it just be, like, I'm just imagining, like, half, like, from where your upper and bottom lip connect, like, just that half, the bottom half, like, being chopped off.
And that even while crawling with a mangled half-dead prince on his back, he still managed to murder 3 rebels on his way.
Dang, that's crazy.
Is that pride in his voice? It's deep down, but maybe even unbeknownst to the man himself, it's there.
Hold on, you're just a little bit proud of Renee's heroics, aren't you? Quite impressive. It's men like Renee who made Revachol great once. I'm not impressed. All these heroics, and where is he now? No, you gotta play to win. Look after you first. W's and P's, etc. would be impossible to enunciate properly. Yeah, for sure. I was trying to think of like how you would use your tongue and your upper lip to like compensate for that, but it'd be very strange for sure.
Sorry, officer, but you're reading me all wrong.
He chuckles.
I'm a man of peace, and these kinds of bloody heroics are only impressive to men like Rene himself. Certainly not to me. How did you find the story to be, officer?
I mean, it is impressive. I am impressed.
Maybe, but also bear in mind, officer.
Points to the sun-shaped medal on Renee's chest.
They don't end this out for anyone with a service record. Oh no, you have to get shot.
He nods eagerly.
Repeatedly. And you need to get your hands bloody too. Really, really bloody.
Do not speak of what you know nothing about, Poltroon. Duty is something you will never understand.
Slams the heel of his boot on the ground. Why do you despise a Drisant so much?
Because he was a goddamn dandy.
He exclaims furiously.
No business leading men or even being on the battlefield. All he was related. That's it.
Yeah. That really, like... I mean, it screwed over the whole army that he led, right? He didn't even know what he was doing.
Army commanders. He was a stupid kid.
Yep.
Only interested in horses, hairstyles, and man-loving. And 782 Royal Carabiniers are dead because of his incompetence.
Thank you for the story.
There were many
He's
such
wanted over the
stories
bay.
in those days. Many such men too. True Revacholians. Men with backbone.
Oh yes, René, yes. Men were bigger, girls were prettier, and everyone wore the fascia. Lord, please bring those days back, if you can.
I'm not getting into this with you again. Officer, was there anything else?
You should try to come up with a heroic story of your own. Impress this old soldier.
Drama. Renee told you his war story. Now present with your heroics. Oh, that sounds awful. But if we got that off, that would be funny. Let's explore a bit down here. Wait, I don't think we went down here before, right? Oh, we did. I remember we examined something over there near the water, so there's nothing else here. Alright, let's head up this way then. I don't think we went up here. Anything around here? Oh. Hello, bird. A lonely cormorant surveys the sea, indifferent to your approach. Okay. Leave that fella alone, I guess. Oh, what's this?
This is a wall on the side of an apartment building.
Conceptualization. Let's see. Oh, oh. Drama. Conceptualization. We have 1 bonus. Alright.
Just an ordinary wall.
3%.
Nothing to see here. You have no clue. It's just a wall. So many walls
Just a wall, so
all
sad.
over Martinez. Weather-worn, cracked, their paint peeling.
Ah, what's this? Oh, hey, we're on the other side of the thing. Will she, like, freak out if we talk to her while we're on this side?
Are you trying to sneak up on me?
Oh, yep.
Come to slit my throat in my sleep.
Dailies are done. Heading to bed. Have fun. Oh, yeah, for sure. See you later, Super Casa dude. Thanks for, hanging out for a bit.
Apparently, she doesn't like people standing behind her back.
Pig's come to take me out. Trying to snuff me out.
If anything, you're afraid she'll take you out one day.
No, why would you even say that?
Then why are you sneaking up on me like that? It's not a good idea to scare me, pig. Not a good idea at all.
Oh, okay. Oh, interesting. Oh, these are the apartments. Garden hose. This won't be of much use until the snow melts. Oh, interesting. Chairs and tables eaten by rain and rot.
Hey, what's that noise down there?
Hello? Balcony view to the yard and the hanging. Hello?
You see a young man on a balcony,
that's the guy that was talking to us, I
nursing
guess.
a cigarette. His eyes have been following you for a while.
Not looking for any trouble, officer.
He says in a quiet voice. Despite the cold, his shirt hangs unbuttoned on his frame. Why are you whispering? It sounds like you're already in trouble. No trouble for me. I just want to know what's going on
I don't
here.
want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie if that's okay. I just want to finish my cigarette.
It's the god of cigarettes and youth. Ask him if he's got anything to spare. Don't let him go. This could be your witness. The balcony has a great view of the whole thing.
Okay. We really need to
Is
talk
it
to you.
really that important?
He asks you adjusting his shirt.
Like a nervous cat, he keeps stealing looks at the neighboring windows.
All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run.
Let's see. Looks like you got a good view of the Warren's backyard. Can you tell me anything about the hanging?
I can tell that you finally got him down. Thank you. It was quite a disturbing sight, even by Martinez standards.
What were you doing last Sunday?
Oh.
He waves
You already
lazily
asked
with
me
his
that,
cigarette.
didn't you?
Did I? Did you? I'm pretty sure I didn't.
No, not you. Some more muscular type.
And when did you speak to this more muscular gentleman?
Lieutenant Tace has a little blue notebook and writes something down.
Last week? I don't know. Look.
Looks around the courtyard again. Old patio chairs and dead houseplants litter the scene.
You didn't answer the question. What were you doing last Sunday?
I had a friend over.
What kind of friend?
It was my Sunday friend.
A Sunday friend. How intriguing.
What's your friend's real name? Did he see something?
He doesn't reply, gesturing no with his cigarette. In the neighboring windows, you can see faint reflections of his silhouette, all from different angles. Someone hides behind a curtain. Those windows have eyes, and those eyes are watching, spying on you three.
Someone's watching us. Interesting. Can you tell me your name?
My name is Martin Martinez.
Martin Martinez? Good local name. Let's go with that.
Definitely a fake name, but I need to get inside this apartment building. Can you help me?
Help you? No, sorry, gendarme. I have to
Shakes
run.
his charming head. I have to run. Okay.
No. We won't.
Takes one last drag of his cigarette before stubbing it out on the balcony.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going.
Oh, convince him to stay. Okay, well, he's gonna leave. We can just try, I guess.
Time to bring out your secret charm. Tears and begging. Show him your emotional side. Throw yourself before his very feet like a dog.
What do you want from me? Do you want to cry? You want me to cry? Huh?
No, for God's sake, I don't want you to cry.
He takes a quick step back and looks around, clearly
Listen,
disturbed.
I really have to go.
With a flick of his wrist, he sends the extinguished cigarette sailing over
Good
the rail.
luck with the investigation.
He walks away. Okay.
He's gone.
Lieutenant puts away his notebook and turns to you. We should run after him, see where he went.
No point in running. Tenements like these often have multiple exits. If he doesn't want to talk to us, then he'll know how to hide himself.
So he just give
He
up?
could be a witness. Him or his Sunday friend. Either way, we need to look into that muscular type who's asking about our case.
So then someone else asking other people about what happened, I
He
guess.
has to be a way of getting inside the building. Once we found a way in, we can ask around for his apartment.
Alright, let's do that. Okay. Let us explore more down here in this back area. Oh, what's...
A stone,
Oh.
like any other, lying in a whirl of sleet and mud. Maybe there's something under it.
Turn it over?
There's a key beneath it, rusty from the dirt.
This must be for the front door. Pity it doesn't have the apartment number on it. This building has hundreds of apartments.
How are we gonna find the right one?
We'll just have to go in and see.
Oh, okay. We found the key. That's nice. Another spotting of bullet holes in this wall. Orange bum hat. Bum hat. Put it on. Reaction speed. -1 rhetoric, though. Okay, we can save that for later. What is this? Oh, we can go in here?
This
Oh.
must be it. The basement door is weather-worn. The copper nails holding the upholstery in place have turned green from sea air, and there's a knocker shaped like a lion's head. The royal lion, Guillaume's kitten. This knocker will last a lifetime and then some.
Carefully knock.
You knock silently. The upholstery muffles the sound. No response comes from the apartment.
I guess no one is in.
The lieutenant looks uncomfortable. Lieutenant, what is your opinion of this task we are undertaking?
Let's be honest. This isn't what I joined the RCM for, but every day tells you something new about yourself.
Lieutenant replies, still inspecting the padded door.
Apparently, working with the local union boss to get info on an investigation is not something I'm squeamish about.
You don't mind if I unlock the door?
The lieutenant merely nods in response.
Let's be honest. Apparently,
There you
I
go.
mind that the local thug is using the RCM for his busy work. But if this gets us to the bottom of this hanging, then I'm willing to look over it. On the other hand,
He looks at
we
the
could
surrounding
just
windows
leave
uncomfortably.
until Everard we open the door. No one seems to be tailing us to see if we actually did it.
Light Everett, that's also an option?
Yes. Presenting a fabrication is known to get results here and there. You
Crosses
choose
his
this
arms.
task. You make the call.
The door is right here. You can just open it and be done with this.
True. Press your ear against the
The
door.
leather upholstery is worn and rough against your jaw. You don't hear any movement. In fact, it's oddly silent in the yard around you. No birds chirp.
Oh, okay. So this is the door. I see. Oh.
The spread pattern of these bullet holes makes your chest ache. Your breath grows heavier.
Examine closer.
You peer into the faded marks in the stone. They peer back like an endless row of tiny black holes. Sweat starts trickling down your brow. Your chest feels tight looking at them. It's closing in, caving in, ever tighter. Your breathing grows even heavier.
You okay there?
Lieutenant's tone of voice cuts like a blade, bringing you out of the stupor. Breathe out sharply. Yeah, I'm fine. Man, I started feeling really bad for a
Might
second.
be the after effects of your past escapades. What are you looking at?
What's with all these bullet holes? I've seen a lot of them around.
Remnants from the revolution. These are over half a century old.
So there's no crime that happened here?
Perhaps a crime of a sort ages ago. But no, these do not warrant an investigation.
Okay, but what can you tell me about the revolution?
Not much. I don't have a fresh perspective on it. Should we go?
Okay. I'm kind of curious as to what's in this door. I kind of want to see.
You try to be as silent as you can. It takes a bit of rattling of the handle to loosen the bolt. Finally, the door unlocks with a small clack. Thoughts race through your head. The sound of the key turning still echoes in the yard. Hopefully no one heard. Good job. Let's go now. I'm sure there's nothing interesting in there. There's nothing else to do than to leave and tell Everard. No conceivable reason for you to intrude on the premises. As you hold the open door, you can feel the air moving. A little draft, a whistle.
Oh! I didn't mean to go inside. I didn't know that would happen automatically. Oh well, we're inside now. This is probably bad. Oh. Well, we're gonna look around, I guess. They're here. The smell of disinfectant in the room smells like chemicals.
A row of mugs sits on the shelf. Each one depicts a human figure. A dark-skinned woman grinning amidst mysterious symbols. A broad-shouldered man shoveling potatoes, and others.
Tap on the mugs. I don't think I want to touch anything, right? Whoever lies here admits fair-haired fantasy figures with big muscles. Oh, take a shirt. A book titled "With Hidden World of Walking Stick" slice open. You almost feel the warmth of the red sun on the flag.
This is the flag of Revachol, the suzerainty.
What's with the sun?
This isn't just one sun, but there are little suns dancing around the big sun. This is the sevenfold sun miracle.
What's the sevenfold sun
It's
miracle?
an optical atmospheric anomaly the first settlers saw. Happens in cold weather. 6 small suns around the big one. This complex halo phenomena is how old Revachol got its flag.
Lieutenant, the old flag of the suzerain.
Mm-hmm. The tenant is an old-fashioned guy.
Don't bow down to the flag.
The flag doesn't seem to mind. It's just a colorful fabric with a sun sewn onto it. Like all feudal flags, it looks like a children's drawing.
Okay. Well, you know what? Just because I can, I'm going to touch these mugs.
A row of mugs,
Tap on the
a
mugs.
little ring. Though cheerful, the images on the ceramic make you vaguely uncomfortable. The lieutenant picks up one of the mugs, then puts it back down with a look of disdain.
I'm beginning to feel better about breaking into this man's apartment.
Whip out your yellow man mug and compare.
Yes,
Guess
your
this is where they
broken
came
mug
from,
friend
huh?
would feel very much at home here. The same humor, the same mocking
So a
lines.
racist mug collection. Interesting.
There's the missing tin soldier. Whoever lives here might have used the Whirling's container to dump his trash.
Lieutenant looks at the mugs next to each other.
And now they've drawn the ire of the Union. The plot thickens, as they say.
Perhaps you should break into apartments more often.
Yeah, do you think this is really the same person who put the dead man clothes in the trash? It's possible, right? And if he was able to throw away the mug, then he must have been able to throw away the clothes.
Who knows? I'm not expecting too much from this clothes in the trash lead either way.
That's true.
It might turn out to be some random local matter. But still, a nice coincidence.
Could be just a coincidence. Oh, what's here? Cake? Small suitcase full of clothes. Guests are staying over. Nose effect. Nothing else to explore here, I guess. Let's look at the mugs, though.
A row of mugs
Nothing
sits
else
on the
with that.
shelf.
Okay, well. we did that, I guess. Went in unintentionally, but I guess we might have found some interesting information there. Alright. So I think it's about time to wrap it up for today. We had a lot of interesting conversations. I don't know if we really... I can't really tell if we made any, like, significant progress in our investigation, but we did find out a lot of things, so... yeah, it was a lot of fun. I definitely played extra longer today, but that's okay. I should go to sleep now, though. Thank you all for watching Disco Elysium, and, yeah, we'll pick it up from here next time.